Hey guys, it is Mindez here. Just a quick note before going into the VOD of episode 5 of Blades in the Dark Blackwater Exchange. There were some technical issues, especially in regards to the audio. So for the first 35 minutes or so, the audio is really choppy and there's kind of like a few silent periods and it's weirdly pitch shifted. We did not notice at the time. We did try and fix it 35 minutes in once we were made aware of it. But after that, we're then using the wrong microphone, so it's kind of low quality and there's quite a bit of like noise and background audio. So apologies for that. I'd consider it kind of watchable, but not like to the level of quality that we usually aspire to. So we've missed the mark this time, and I apologise for that. We'll do a full recap in the next episode, just to kind of bring everyone up to speed of what exactly happened in more detail than we usually would because of the technical issues. Next episode is not going to be live. We're still going to be like broadcasting it at the same time, but it is going to be pre-recorded, so due to availability. So hopefully you can join us for that. Apologies for missing the mark on this one, but enjoy the episode.
My notes for you. Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Blades in the Dark. Not that day.
I don't think you will.
This is Blades in the Dark, the Blackwater Exchange. This show is about a group of audacious career criminals and sometimes accidental murder. Sometimes intentional murder, but last week I think was mostly accidental.
It would be hard to argue in a jury that, like, you glued a gun into someone's mouth and you didn't. Like, the accidental part of that. It was an accident. Like, the guy, I glued a gun into his mouth.
Yes,
he tried to stab me in the.
He did that.
The only way I could resist it is by basically blowing the side of his face off.
And
He was a scoff, so it had to be an accident.
Yeah. 2 sets of your fine clothes got ruined tonight.
Good lord.
It was like the scene from Pulp Fiction where it's just like the back of the
It's
coat
all
in a coat.
You know what? I agree. I'm going to redo that. So, hello, welcome to tonight's episode of Blades in the Dark, the Blackwater Exchange. Just about a group of audacious career criminals and murder. Just not intentional, not accidental, just murder.
I think that's manslaughter.
Outright murder. It would be, but I think the fact that the gun was glued again suggests premeditation.
Fair enough.
I think first degree is the term here.
So how did we get into that position?
That is a good question, Thadeus, and I'm Merrick, and I'm glad you asked it. So, picking up we last left off from last week.
Okay.
So we last left off, the Blackwater Exchange had recently taken up some turf from a group or rival gang, not a group, a gang known as the Vultures, who are smugglers and quite bloodthirsty. And sister duo, she's known to be quite the marksman with a white rifle, and she has some kind of special permit to carry that rifle around. The point here is that they're a militaristic organisation, as you would expect from a gang, which you guys then killed a couple of members of and sent the others home unconscious when they tried to take the turf back from you. So you held it. You then went and recruited some local muscle to basically help secure your turf. You have now 2 different businesses paying up to you on different sides and different districts of the city. One of the men that you hired, Merrick, was actually your son's friend, Paddy.
Yeah, it was.
So you have these 6 young lads and ladies between kind of 18 to mid-20s, providing local muscle to just, do what needs to be done, protect your... And to get some real heavyweights and get some... You had the idea, at least, try and get some real heavyweight gang members by using your connections or your history in the military to look for dishonourable discharges, people who were violently taken out of the military.
Thadeus knew there was some pretty badass people who had been discharged from the military, or militaristic people who might be able to help us. So.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's get people who are proficient with weapons, used to fighting, and basically hired them. At least that was the plan. And you did that by going to the Centralia Club, which where a lot of judges, magistrates, rich folk hang out, and basically trying to find the judge and convince them to give you access, which you did.
Yeah, we didn't tell her why we wanted to do it. Like, I think it was under the guise of like your.
I'm an aspiring author.
Yeah,
yeah. He totally believed you.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was good. It was a good score for you.
Yeah, you got the long shot is you got a list. You got a list from a judge known as Marcellus, a corrupt judge, who in turn for you got giving you this information, you were to aid in the convincing of a defence attorney, a defence lawyer, to basically not turn up to court, or at least not defend his client so well. Marcellus was presiding over a case. He wanted this person, this defendant, who you didn't go into detail about, to go down for a long time, but knew that Seymour Harland, the lawyer, had a very good case, and that it was going to be very difficult for Marcellus to do what he wanted to do with Seymour Harland in the way. So you guys, I think you intended to kidnap him, but the point is you basically convinced him to in the carriage, and then you shot him.
Yeah, by accident. But yeah, he's dead.
Yeah. And you unceremoniously dumped his body down a drain.
Well, yeah, our coaches have like hatches at the bottom, like secret hatches, so we parked it over a manhole cover, got it out of the way, and put it down the drain.
And that was it. As that gunshot went off.
It was such a nice session until that point. Like it was so like nice and sociable. I mean, Thadeus went off and tried to do his own thing.
On that note as well, Thadeus seen something he probably shouldn't have seen.
Yeah.
Which was Harvale Brogan, the owner or the host, I'm not sure what, but the face of the Centralia Club.
Yeah.
You seen him have eyes black, the tongue of fire, and a large gaping maw of a mouth, which seemed to have rows and rows of like sharp like teeth.
But that was only for a split second.
Only for a split second before you seen his human, but you seen him.
Him, yeah.
This very attractive, early 30s, handsome looking fella, all the grace and class of someone who's got wealth, definitely new money, and he basically said, "What are you doing here?" He knew your name.
He knew my real name.
He knew your real name, and then you blinked and you don't remember how, but you got back at the bar.
Yeah.
So something happened.
Yeah.
So that's where we last left off. You've taken some turf. You've got a list of ne'er-do-wells from the military.
Yes.
And
we need some money. We need some money, Matt.
You do need some money. You want some money. So, time for payoff, which is probably your favourite part of the game.
It actually is. I love getting paid.
So, payoff. We do this every session to set the tone for the session, see what you get, and what, naughty things happen as well. So,
Get some gold.
Get some coin. First thing you do is get a rep and coin. You get 2 rep or thing you deal with above your tier. You get a plus. And you also get negative that's below you.
No.
Is it not? It is here.
We don't have a crew sheet. Oh no, we don't have a crew. Oh, there it is. We found the crew.
Found the crew. All 2 of them.
So we've
Yeah. You get 2 by default.
Yeah, we've leveled up.
Sorry. As long as the judge is on below your level. Which they're not, surprisingly. With this, you will get... the judges are tier 4. So you're going to get 4 rep for this.
Oh, nice. So that's 1 to level up, and then another 3 on top of that.
You don't necessarily level up, you max it. If you want to level up, you've got to pay for it.
We are going to pay.
We are going to pay.
So it's...
we need to do coin first, I think.
No, shouldn't actually, because to level up as a crew, it's equal to the tier... Or maybe you will, actually. Yeah, maybe you will.
It's tier times 8.
It's tier times 8, yeah.
So it's like we need 8 coins.
You need 8
We've got 5.
Yeah, you're going to need to do coin first.
We'll do coin first.
Yeah. let's just. Actually, you've not come across this before. Let's just see to level up quickly. Finding the crew. How to play. Fictional gaming. The activities. Where is leveling the crew? I've completely lost where this is. How to level the crew.
Ah, yes.
Completely lost where this is. It's not under the crew creation because that's creating the crew.
I remember it being a strange place.
Yeah, it's one of the ones. I mean, this rule book's usually where you all laid out, but this is one of those odd ones. Sorry, it's going to be 2 minutes for you.
Technical difficulties.
I can start talking about some of Thadeus' other
You do what you want
inventions.
to do. Crew advancement for you.
So he's got on the go at the minute a bowler gun, as you can see on the clocks at the top here, and that's what the. Is it a bowler? It's a bowler where it's 2 metal balls attached to a rope which wraps around like someone's legs who's running away.
Which traditionally people throw.
Yeah, traditionally people. It's his style. You know, it's not about like martial arts or like becoming good at martial things. So he's basically getting a gun which shoots out like a ball and a chain to wrap someone's legs.
And you had the idea of putting 2 grenades.
Yeah, we're gonna put like grenades or poison. We can fire that at someone's face.
No, crew advancement's the experience, isn't it?
Yeah, there's nothing in the.
Rep.
The other thing Thadeus has got in his bag is a rat beacon, which he didn't use last session because he actually he destroyed it. We found it.
44?
What does it say? Oh, development.
Yeah.
So how was it?
If your hold is strong, you can pay to increase your crew tier by 1. This costs coin equals to a new tier times 8. As long as your rep tracker is full, you don't earn new rep.
So unfortunately, you lose the extra rep. I think.
Yes. So we're gonna get 1 rep, and then it doesn't.
So you get 1 of the 4 rep. You get 1.
Yeah, the rat beacon just calls rats to it. That's what it does.
It's also very reliable, very unstable,
and it will
blow rats up. But that simply is potential, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just ramping because these guys were looking through the rules.
Yeah.
If you've watched it,
so you've got max.
Well, we've maxed out our rep.
Yeah.
Let's do coin payoff, and then we'll.
And then you go up.
Because in order to level,
I think we probably will pay to do it.
The only thing I would
if we get
potentially
enough,
say is if you don't get enough as well is if you want to do more projects, you might need the money.
Something's falling. It's okay. It's hanging on.
So you've got your rep.
It's a desperate roll to keep from falling off.
I'm gonna stop it. Yeah, carry on.
Sorry. So 2 coins a minor job, 4 coins a smaller job, and 6 coins a standard job. 8 is big, and so on and so forth. I think, given what you've got going on at the moment, what you've got going on, what you did, I see this as a 4 coin job.
Okay.
That's fair enough. It wasn't meant to be profitable.
Yeah. I think stuff like that, and what you're going to get from the judge, 4 clean seems fair to me.
So that puts us up to 9.
So if you level up, you've got 1.
We would have to spend 8.
I will keep that extra coin.
Okay, and we are back.
Hi everyone.
Hello again. Technical difficulties sorted.
Yeah.
We hope.
Hopefully.
No
drop frames so far, we'll see.
Cool. So you got 4 coin. Heat. Doskvol, the city of and basically people trying to make money and make a living. Also, some people who just want to see criminals go away because murder isn't good. 2 heat is contained standard exposure. You get 1 heat for a high profile, well connected target. You get an extra heat if it happened on hostile turf, or for example, crimes against nobility and mobile to noble turf. You get 1 heat if you're at war, 2 heat if you're killing. The point I'm making.
So we minus 1 heat, right, for high society? I don't know.
Yeah.
Minus 1 heat during downtime, and plus 1.
Yeah, so we gain 3.
Not downtime yet. But we do downtime, right? Happens.
Oh, is that only when do you remove heat?
I don't think so. I just meant to send that when you go into downtime. This is not the downtime phase yet. What is it?
It is.
Oh, it is. Oh, yeah. Probably. So you get minus 1 heat, then fine. Yes, yeah, so 3. Oh, nice. So it looks like you're.
This is representing I'm obviously a member of the club now. I'm kind of sweet talking judges and stuff like that.
Yeah. Some paperwork gets lost.
Yeah, misleading people. Yeah.
That's a really
that was our upgrade we took.
That is very thematically cool as well.
Well, that's what we're trying to do, isn't it? We're trying to be a professional business, get with a high society, and plus we get a +1D to gather info about the city's elite as well, which might help in the future.
So you've made connections in the club. You took a little bit of heat, but less than you guys would.
Yeah.
I mean, if we didn't kill the guy, then we probably would have took like 2 heat, and then that goes down to 1. So like, that was a bit unfortunate.
Yep.
But
so far you've got 4 coin, 1 rep, and 3 heat.
yeah.
But you've got a lot of connections. Entanglement's my favourite part of the game. Is yes, Matt, entanglement. So this is where abstractedly we see what happens.
I hate this part of the game.
So how much heat have you got?
4 heat, 1 wanted level.
So I roll 1 dice, and it's on a different chart because you got 4, and that's a 5. That's pretty cool. Cool. So, as always, keep that in my pocket.
Pocket is full.
No.
It's full of nasty
It's about
things.
to get severely emptied.
Oh no.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's about to happen.
Oh, this doesn't sound.
When do we have to? When do we have to decide whether we're leveling up? Could we do it
I think you can do it any time you got money.
anytime?
Right? That was payoff. So you've made some friends in high society, and thematically they're helping you clear some of the wanted level. So, in the recent days since the death and last few days of May that you've been going out your gang daily activities, these are the headlines of the week.
Okay.
The rest actually, first of all Fireborn very
take this one,
strong foothold, and this has not updated. That's because I'm not connected to the internet. Give me 2 seconds. I'm not connected to the internet. We're getting all technical difficulties tonight, such as Matt not being connected to the internet.
Shall I talk about my rally
Literally
again?
got 5 seconds.
You did secure a stronger foothold last time, right?
Yeah, we did.
Was that from last time?
That's from last time.
That was from last
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
here
I
we
was
go.
like, I fucking hate you. That's alright.
So, here we go. Right, we're on it tonight. Right, fresh. Woo.
Cross out all.
Okay, now my phone's frozen. Here we go, now I've got it. First of all, Marcellus Beeching, the corrupt judge, has upheld his end of the bargain and has supplied you with a list of basically vicious types, or vicious fucking killers is what I was going to say.
Yep.
Which you've got.
It's a very
Do you
interesting
have
list.
that?
It's a very interesting list.
It's a list of 7 people. They are dishonourable discharges from the military.
I might distribute this midweek. So
Point
you ain't
in hand, currently you don't have that list. Merrick has that
Merrick has
list.
this, so he can deal with it what he was.
So he could amend it, change it, do what you want to it. Secondly, the Blue Coats are still in Coleridge. She's known to be forming some kind of union, or rumoured to be doing so. The Blue Coats seem convinced she is in Coleridge following the riots, and they tried to arrest her. Some of the local populace basically attacked the Blue Coats, made sure she got free and got into hiding. They seem convinced she's still in Coleridge. Speaking of Coleridge, the Lost, which is a gang of working class union kind of rabble rousers, have destroyed the local workhouse. They killed the foreman and basically smashed the place up. The Blue Coats, however, are using the recent riot and the Lost activity to try and pressure the government into giving them better weapons.
Well, like a military upgrade.
Something like that.
You know, like militarizing the police.
Not...
Are they getting like guns?
The papers are saying that the Blue Coats are saying we need better weapons and better arms and more men to combat these things. Take that how you will. This is kind of the headlines and kind of rumours. It's fact and fiction is kind of mixed together here. But what you know is that the Blue Coats, so supposedly so, according to the papers in general, info and word in the streets, the Blue Coats are using the riots as an excuse to try and leverage. Word in the world that Ulf Ironborn is rumoured to be quite happy with the Lost activity in Coleridge. He sees himself as the leader of the Scouts, at least in that area, alongside Hutton, who's leader of the Grinders. Hutton is known to be quite the revolutionary Scot leader. The Grinders are a much bigger gang than Ulf, but he seems to at least believe the Coleridge is his turf.
Right.
And he's not happy with how they've done it.
Cool.
The Lamb-Black drug trade is booming since the Coleridge riots, and after the death of the Red Sash drug dealer known as Brussels, who was found face down in the Dusk River. Seems that they're taking the corner in the drug market in Crow's Foot. The Coleridge riots, it's words got out, it was the spark that helped fuel it, and everyone wants some of that spark now.
See, there are direct competitors.
The Lamb-Blacks are also rumoured you hear from your sly contact, shall we say, are rumoured to be buying weapons.
We already saw them with some better weapons, didn't we? Some repeater rifles and stuff.
Yeah.
Last time we went to drop the money off.
So, seems gearing up for something. They've hired more men and they're hiring more weapons. Your friends, the Silver Nails, are buying supplies for a forage into the Lost District as well. The Lost District is a part of the city that is outside the Lightning Barrier. And the Silver Nails, who are renowned ghost hunters, ghost killers, they definitely, you don't know what you want to do in there, you have quite a good relationship with them. You're a +2 out of +3. Yes, faction status, but they do have some interest in that district. So, headlines and news for the week. All is quiet on the Red Sash front, and all is quiet on the Gross front, at least publicly.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really like the Lamb-Blacks. Well, I mean, we did help them at the end of the day. Getting better at getting a better foothold in drugs, in the drug trade.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to mess with the list. I'm going to give you the list. Okay, you've already seen it.
Yeah. Okay.
Thadeus does not like scobs. There
He
is a
does
scob
not.
on there that Merrick really likes and wants to hire.
I mean,
He is good.
like Lewis
Sure.
out of game really likes the look of Katia Elena as well. Elena, sorry, as well. But I just don't see it working with Thadeus. He would not want especially for someone from the Scov military or like. Is she
No,
from
just
Scov?
no, it's from just
She's from
this all
oh,
Doskvol
right,
military.
okay.
Or you should say the Imperial military would be the term.
I mean, okay, that takes it down from like,
Since the last 30 years, they've tried to put more scobs into the military as a way of basically ingratiating the culture.
Okay. Have you got any ideas what you want to do for your downtime activities?
I kind of had one idea.
I know what I'm going to do for one of mine.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward.
Go
to
ahead, do you want
these.
to go first?
I'm very much looking forward to these.
Something bad's going to happen. I don't like it. You go first.
Pockets.
Do you know what yours? Do you want to go
No,
first?
you go first. You go first.
So Thaddeus,
Yeah.
after the very stressful situation he found himself under, where he
Stop that. No, just put 1 second. Just indulge me. This was Merrick's thing last session, and he's ended up on 2 stress. Thadeus has somehow ended up. I love it.
He likes people who when people get their comeuppance, like when people slight him, he doesn't let it drop.
Yeah.
He does not let it drop. He does not want himself to be slighted. So most of that stress came from him trying to get revenge on people, and he found himself like in a room he shouldn't have, and things happened. And then the gun thing was probably not like the smartest thing, but I thought I'd scare him more than him trying to kill me. But
Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
Just so
last session as well, Thaddeus' sister-in-law, so Thaddeus' wife's sister, she went missing. She was taken by the Bluecoats.
she was.
Thaddeus took some time to investigate, like why they might have taken her.
Investigate.
Which
He
was
slammed on the door of the Red Temple, which is where she's the priestess, and demand entrance.
Demand entrance.
Women's only organisation.
Thaddeus really doesn't like the idea of their women's only organisation, and he's got big problems about it.
Yeah.
So she didn't like him, and I don't think he left a very good impression on the priestess who came to the door. I didn't find any information from them. I went through my usual channel of my lampblight contact, and he said that there was...
Your blue coat contact.
Sorry, yeah, not my lamp.
Lawrence, your
Blue
old friend
coat.
from the military.
Yeah. Went to the pub. Tried to figure out why, they're concentrating on us so much.
And what did Rose tell you?
He couldn't find out. He couldn't find out why she had been taken. Like, what it had to do with. He didn't really think it was to do with... he didn't think enemy like Thadeus has. He didn't think it was to do with the revolution which he helped spark. He didn't know whether it was related to when Hemlock came to our base of operations and asking questions about who we were supplying for.
Yeah.
Basically, he couldn't give me much.
Which is unusual.
Which is unusual for him.
He said the file on Melista was sealed.
Yeah.
And so same with yours. Somehow it's been sealed, which it wasn't before.
Yeah.
So someone recently has taken enough of an interest to get a big black marker and go, no entrance on the front.
From that, Thaddeus just decided to basically just try and play it out and not rock the boat, because he sort of thought that he might cause more problems trying to force his way in or force the issue rather than just let the course of things happen.
Yeah.
I mean, would you be able to update us on what's happened on that side of things? Like, has she... So Thaddeus, to relieve stress, he likes to spend time with his family.
He does.
As an obligation.
He does.
His wife was very, very angry that Lister has been taken and has a very good idea, has a very good inkling that it has something to do with Thadeus and that it's all his fault, basically. I believe the term was used, chewing his ear off every time he was at home, and was forcing him into making some action. He shouldn't be bringing his family into it, basically.
Yeah.
So Thaddeus would, after the incident, he gets cleaned up, washes his face, helps him clean out, hose down the back of the carriage.
With all the blood's in.
With all the blood's in.
You see the trickle of the water coming from this deep crimson, watery crimson circle in the drain.
And he lets Merrick know that he's going home for a few days.
Okay.
He goes, Merrick, is everything okay here? Can I go home?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
I know that's important to you.
Look, I've got to see my family.
Interestingly, when you go home, can you describe the kitchen to me, please?
I think it's quite a modest home. Yeah. In, say, Manchester's version of a terraced house, so like a work, like a work
two up,
two down house. So you walk through the hallway, open the kitchen door, and obviously say, I forgot his wife's name. It was
He's forgotten his wife's name. He's not much of a family man.
Therick.
I can tell you exactly why he's forgotten his wife's name in a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I think the reason you probably forget your wife's name is because when you walk into the kitchen, I'm presuming there's a little table in there, some chairs, and you see, sitting at the table, drinking tea with your wife, is Inspector Hemlock. His bowler hat is on the table, he's got his legs crossed, and he's sitting there in quite a nice, deep emerald, cross-hatch, three-piece suit. And as you walk in, he sees you and goes, puts his drink down. Mr. Clinker.
I think he'd be angry that he's in his house, so he's gonna storm towards him, throw a chair out the way, and basically pound his fist down on the desk.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Well, first of all, there's no need for arguments. And as you put your fist down, he sort of rocks a little bit, and he's just takes a small napkin from his handkerchief and just dabs it around here. He's seen your anger and just literally lets a few seconds, just as if he's the king of the world, just passed as he cleans it up and goes, I was just informing your darling wife here as to the rather unfortunate mix-up with her sister.
Can I have a look at my wife?
She seems surprised at your reaction. It seems that they were having quite a conversation and she's shocked as to your response.
Right, okay. Look, if you need to talk to me, you meet me at my to my family's house.
Well, I understand your anger, but I wanted to personally apologise to your family for the mix-up that's seen your sister-in-law incarcerated. Rectify.
Yeah.
And again, I want to take time out of my day to make sure your family thoroughly understood and appreciated the seriousness of the error, and that we did as well.
So Thaddeus
And he's looking at you the whole time.
hands on the table, and
Yeah.
like stands up a bit straighter and brushes himself off, and goes, "Well, you've done that. You can leave."
I believe I shall. He finishes his tea. Jacket, takes his shoulder bag, and puts on his puts his overcoat on, then his shoulder bag. And he says, so he turns to your wife and says, "Very nice to meet you. Mr. Clinker, would you please walk into my carriage? I have some further business I would like to discuss with you."
Come on, let's go.
So as you walk outside, your wife giving you quite the quizzical look. That's the seemingly despair of good news you've half kicked out of your home. And he says, "I have no pleasure in bringing your family into this sordid little business you find yourself in."
And what business is that?
You know very well what business I am talking about.
What did you think she had to do with whatever business you think you're talking about?
Your wife? Absolutely nothing.
Malista.
Oh, her? Well,
Pinch your nerve.
did it hurt?
You've got no idea.
As you're sitting there talking, standing talking in the street, you know, the working class life of Crow's Foot goes on around you, and he kind of takes it in with this half smile. And he holds your gaze and retorts, "You see, Mr. Clinker, it's not I that am involving your family in such matters, it is you. Your actions have consequences. You have a find out where they live and where you reside. Now, if I can find that information, I assure you there will be others who can as well. Others who will have less morals than myself. Now, the people you work for and the people you are ingratiating yourself with cause a lot of harm in the city, a lot of bloodshed. So while I take no pleasure in seeing your family under the cosh, so to speak, you are the one doing this, not me. Before you take your next actions in these coming days, I would also be wary of killing any more lawyers,
This guy.
because I know you have something to do with that. 2 individuals matching yours and your dear friend Merrick Daines' description was seen at the Centralia Club and was seen with the victim.
There's thousands.
And then he kind of pinches your clothes and leaves it a little bit and goes, "But not so many find themselves dressed as such in that club. You're not a wealthy man, Mr. Clinker, no matter how you try to disguise it. Good day." And he turns and there is no carriage. He just walks off into the streets. And after several steps, his image fades to a dark bulk that fades in the mist.
Okay. Introduction rules. So when I go back in, is Elijah is his wife's name?
Yeah.
I'm guessing she's happy that his sister's at least
Yeah,
on his
absolutely.
back.
She's happy and confused at your reaction to it.
Look, I've just got to be wary about these law folk. They think they know too much.
And what should he know, Thaddeus? What are you not telling me?
I tell you enough. I tell you as much as you need to get on. Look, I can't tell you everything. You know what we've been through, the war and everything. I can't tell you everything. You wouldn't look at me in the same light.
Mm.
But I love you and I love the family.
And what light am I looking at you now? And like the light kind of flicker and grows for you know. She's like, he come and told me my sister been released, and then you would kick him out.
Look, he's a type, you know. You know what I do isn't necessarily above ground. Nothing in this city is.
I just don't think kicking the dog, so to speak, is gonna stop it from biting you.
Look, I just lost my temper. It's something I've got to deal with.
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
do. You absolutely do. She kind of like turns back to cleaning the tea. She's like, yeah, he's completely right there.
This, I've said it before, but like this sort of thing for Thaddeus is cathartic, and it does really like ground him to a degree. Like, you know, all these things he does with Merrick, like crazy shit that goes on. This is the bread and butter, and this is like the foundation of his life. So like I said, he does enjoy it as much as he is pretty much just arguing with his wife every time he goes home.
Yeah. So stress reduction.
Yes. So 2 dice. Let's roll.
2 1.
3 and a 6.
Oh, 6.
6
Nice.
is good. Oh man, I'm ready for this score now. 1, 2, 3.
Look at that. 1 stress. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Right, limit.
So.
Right, with that, we're going to take the stream. I'm going to have to take the stream down for a little bit.
Okay.
Just have a look at some issues. We'll hopefully be back in a couple minutes.
See you in a couple minutes, guys.
Bye.
Yeah.
What was that?
We are back.
And we're back. So, sorry for the technical difficulties again, one of those nights. But, as a quick summary of what happened, Thaddeus, you returned home and found none other than Inspector Hemlock waiting for you.
This guy
gave you a warning that your actions have consequences and that your actions will affect your family because people will use them against you.
Yeah.
And that basically you should be wary of who you associate with and what you do.
Yeah.
And also alluded that he believes or he knows that you killed the lawyer.
Well, yeah. Well, he's got some evidence.
Before walking away.
Yep.
Seemed like maybe a friendly warning? Question mark. Oh, and also advised your sister-in-law.
I mean, he's
has
not
been released.
The thing is, though, with Hemlock, he's sort of like not threatening us. He's not even coming at it from the point of the law. He's just coming at it. I don't know what angle he's got really at the minute. So it's kind of difficult to gauge the situation whether. We know he knows. Like he.
I think he's after bigger fish basically, and he's trying to use us to capture better targets basically.
Yeah. I guess we also don't know how much he can prove as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a weird one.
I also
There is no long plan here at all.
No, absolutely not.
Did you have something you wanted to do, Dan?
I kind of wanted to acquire assets.
Nice.
I think I know what you're going to do here.
I'd like to seek out capture Elaine.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh! Catcher Elena, nice. Nice. Let me just refresh myself with her. She is the Scotlandish. First, so her record notes that her first year of service was excellent. Her second year notes that she had sudden rebellion and disobedience. She was initially sent to 6 months in the military prison for electroplasm mishandling, and that once inside she became a notorious prisoner and extra time was regularly added on for violence. She was sentenced to 5 years for murder, but it was deemed self-defense, so she only served 2.5 years.
This is going to cause
But
problems.
spent a total of 7 years behind bars. 2 years in the prison, 2 years in the military, 7 years in prison. She's 27 years old, so she joined the military at 18. Cool.
Yeah.
Right.
So how is this going to work in terms of these?
In what way?
To ingratiate them into our gang?
Depends.
No, so I don't really want to ingratiate her into our gang.
Oh, you want to use her
I
as
very
an asset?
specifically want to get her as a one-time asset.
Okay.
Just to kind of like basically be a contact for me.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, I like
Oh,
it.
right.
I love it.
So like when we start talking about who we're going to hire, you go, okay, yeah, I see your point about casting.
Yeah,
Probably wouldn't get on,
absolutely.
and then you're
Exactly.
right, okay.
But like I want to essentially mechanically what I want to do is acquire her as a one-time asset, and then at some point like do a flashback and be like, yeah, I told her about this score and like.
Right, okay.
Okay, yeah, sure.
We'll see.
So what action are you taking to do this?
So what detail do the records go into? I guess do it tell us anything about like where she'd be?
Nope.
How to find her.
Once she's out of the military, that is it.
That's difficult.
You can just put the word out. Good fortune roll.
Yeah, I think I.
So you roll your cruise
Roll
tier to
okay.
acquire an asset. Roll your cruise tier.
Oh,
This
right.
indicates the quality of the asset you get.
I guess that could
Oh right, okay.
that could be like
I'm going to obviously like Charho is probably the best place to start looking for people. I'll go there, go around the local taverns, put the word out that that I'm looking for.
So yeah, there'll be a certain tier basically you've got to hit to go,
Right, okay.
and that's what you roll, right? So your tier 0 still.
We are tier 0, yes.
So on a 1 to 3,
Yeah.
you get tier -1. On a 4 or 5, you get your tier. On a 6, you get your tier +1. So you will roll 2 dice to hit the lowest because your tier
Should
0.
we break the gang?
we can do. We wouldn't have any money though.
We won't have any money.
Have we got?
But that, yeah.
Can we even do it?
So
We'd have.
we
one,
can
one
just
coin
about
left.
do it, but
We'd
like,
have 1 coin left.
if we don't do it, then we're gonna get no rep from missions until we do
True.
it. So it's like.
I mean, what do we need that coin? I need it.
I guarantee if we spend it, we will
All I
need
say
it.
is as a
but
GM is like, have you got any harm?
I've got
I've got
cut neck.
a level 1. We've both got level 1.
So you don't really need to heal.
Not really.
Anything long term, it depends whether you see this as a luxury or a necessity. Because
Well,
you've got no pressing issues.
I think it's just best just to do it.
I think.
Okay, we'll do it. Yeah.
Let's level up the gang to level 1 weak.
Cool. So you're now given the light of recent occurrences and you're back with getting involved with the Century Elite Club and making higher contacts. How was your dream? Perfect. You're attracting more people.
It does make sense. I mean, thematically, like we've I don't know raised it a level, I guess. So, yeah.
Yeah, you've got more turf.
And we've really started like pushing our weight around with stuff like
the vultures.
Attack of the Dark, the vultures and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
Guys.
You're making a bit of a name for
we're
yourself
kind
now.
of
People have heard.
attracting people,
You've got Romina and you've got your 2 cabbie drivers.
Yeah.
And they're getting people for you. Romina and Hooks, I believe it was. They'll be spreading the word out. People who've been using your product, not necessarily junkies, but people who've just tried it, and just scoundrel, thuggish types.
Yeah.
You're bringing people to you. So you've now got 5-6 people working for you alongside Margaret, Romina, and Hooks. Because Romina and Hooks are more like hangers onto the gang as opposed to actual hardcore members.
Yeah.
They.
I mean, they're part of a different affiliation. Aren't
Yeah,
they?
they're
Organisations,
cabbies. They're cabbies more. To be fair, though, Romina has getting more and more involved with you guys, and because you've been using them more, and that
I think we could convince her to
that's definitely something to think about. Like just from your experience with her, she's been quite loyal, and hasn't had any kind of nervous moments. She's just done what needed to be done at the time, and she's getting paid for it, so she's happy.
Cool.
Okay. So we've done that. That doesn't take her down to active action then.
No,
It's free play,
it's just kind of free. We are now level 1 weak gang, which
We
means
are
I
now
get
level
a
1
whole
week.
dice
You
for
get
this.
A whole dice for this. So 1 week means you're now tier 1, but your holding isn't secure. It means your turf can be taken. You're still kind of new to this tier and this size of a gang. Either you go up and get stronger, or you drop back down. We shall see. But currently you're tier 1, so you get 1 dice for your tier. You've got more people that are able to put the word out to catch you now. You've just got more contacts. More people hear about you. More people are willing to do what you say because of your reputation. Now more people are willing to listen to you.
I'll take a gang member to come help me do it as well. Just
Cool.
kind of.
So you just got kind of hangers on now around the shops.
Yeah. People minding it and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't take Paddy.
I won't take panic. Don't worry. I don't want any word of this getting back to you.
Oh, that's true actually.
So you
Uncle
grab one of
Merrick.
your thugs.
So what we aiming for? TOS.
Tier 2.
Tier 2.
Tier 2.
So I need a 4/5.
You need a E6.
Need a 6.
4th on the coin.
Beep.
2. This is tier -1, so it's tier 0. Unfortunately, you need 2 coin with that result.
Yeah, we don't have to go in. So that's fine.
Okay.
I fail with that, that's fine.
So you put the word out for catch you. How do you do it, Channel Interest? Do you just put the word out around local bars and taverns?
Yeah, I think, local bar time. I'm just gonna I'm trying Charlo just because it's the most populous area.
It's a good shout.
very possible that she's not around
you don't hear anything immediately.
Yeah.
But you get someone comes back and believes, and I think I heard someone like that in the university. And your initial reaction is, why would someone like her be in the university?
Yeah.
My initial reaction is university. She has ties to electroplasm mishandling. Like bits of my past are just flooding into my head right now, just like flashbacks. Okay.
So you get nothing from Charhollow. But
Cool.
just a couple of them. Yeah, you hear someone just says, the warmest lead you get, which isn't particularly warm, says, maybe try the university.
Cool.
So, however, while you are asking around, you do return, when next time you go back to the Silken Moose, Margaret says, oh, there was Merrick, there was a lovely young gentleman after you. He asked after you recently. He came in, he sampled the wares, and told me you went here, and he said he would come by another time.
Oh, yes? Did he leave his name?
No, he said he was an old friend. He was quite tall, rather skinny, and he had kind of short, black, almost like spiky hair, like he recently shaved it and allowed it to grow out. And you are absolutely certain she is describing Brill.
No.
Good. Let me know if he comes by again.
Oh, certainly, yes. He said he'd looking forward to seeing you and that you had some unfinished business he wanted to share with you or something. All very
Did he say
mysterious.
that in an ominous voice by any chance?
Oh no, he seemed very happy. He's very excited to see you.
Interesting.
Brill is one of Merrick's rivals.
Yep, he's my basically get like a positive contact and a negative contact for each character. Like my positive contact is Harper, we met him last week, and now Brill is going to make an appearance, it seems.
Brill's someone you've crossed paths with before one too many times, a rival drug dealer.
Yeah.
Well, rival or just con man more than anything.
Yeah, pretty much. He always seems to be just like, whenever I run a business, he's running a business right next door, or like in the shadow or something. Like I just can't shake him.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So Margaret tells you come in. He sampled some wares. He asked after you a couple of times, and he was looking forward to seeing you.
Cool. We'll see if he comes back again, I guess.
I think I'm gonna spend some time. Obviously, over the last few weeks, we've killed a few people. I think the body counts up to 3. I think Thadeus is going to take some time to do a downtime activity in order to hire a cohort.
Okay.
So a leech who specialises in medicine.
Okay.
So a contact we can have which will not only sort of like help us heal, but perhaps would know what to do with the dead body, or would have contacts to say, oh yeah, you can give us this dead body and we'll sell it to the university or something like that.
So with this, do you want it to be a one-time use or a permanent?
Permanent.
So it'll be a long-term project.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's what I want to start. I think the way I'd go about that is probably. Sorry.
Yeah, it's an action also, whatever action you want to do to try and find a doctor or a leech.
Tinker. Skirmish my way through the street. Come on.
Fighting through the crowd. Where is it? I need a leech.
I mean, what is like a put the word out and ask around? What sort of role is that?
You could say you could go and consort in Crow's Foot in local taverns. You could command your gang to go and find one. Depends how you want to do it.
Yeah.
I can see arguments quite a few of them, like Hunt's probably quite a...
Hunt,
one.
What would you
Okay,
what do you think Thaddeus would do, I guess is the way to say it? And then we'll choose an action based on that.
I mean, in terms of like making his blueprints and stuff like that, I think he has got like a bit of a study side in him, so he'd probably like get out all the local newspapers, flip through them, look at the advertisements and stuff like that. Maybe not go for the biggest dude because he might be more down the line. Maybe have a look and see this smaller advertisement of like I don't know what the guy's name could be, like, but he's marvelous medicines or.
So you're
like
looking for an inventor?
Not an inventor. It's more like a.
Let me just get my list of freelancers available.
Yeah.
So you're studying local papers to see if someone catches your eye.
Yeah, and then I'll follow up on that because I mean it's going to be a 1 dice roll, so this is just a starting point.
Yeah. So this will be. What are you looking for though? Like, you're looking for someone who's like selling items or advertising?
It is it's a doctor,
A doctor.
and I'm assuming everything's commercialised to a degree, like in Doskvol, like you don't get anything for free, so a doctor would probably have some sort of like advertisement or like a location where you flip through the yellow pages, get an advertisement.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm going to do that and then see what comes out of it. Basically.
Okay, we'll call this a
Just by judging it, see if it would be the right fit for our organisation.
It wouldn't be a 4. I think a 6 seems about right to get him on side. Yeah.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Call this Higher Flint.
Like it.
Or Dr. Flint for more fun.
Hire Dr. Flint.
Cool.
Right. 1 die. 2.
1 tick.
That's it.
So, yeah, you see an advertisement for a gentleman known as Flint. He seems to work at 6 Towers. It's a decent address. Not the biggest one, small one. Quite small advert. I don't know, unassuming would be the word. If an advert can be unassuming, it's an unassuming advert. And you recognise the address is definitely somewhere in 6 Towers, which means it's got enough money for a nice place, but not money for an advertisement. Seems a bit odd, but it seems to, something about it just catches your eye.
Okay. Good start, I guess. Do you know what you want to do for your second?
Yeah, I think I want to spend my second time jam action reducing some heat, probably.
Okay.
We're at 4, so
just on this note,
it's not much now.
If you do not acquire the asset of your thugs again, they will now leave.
Ah, yeah. Oh, that'll include Paddy?
It will include Paddy.
Oh.
He's still an NPC, he's still alive, he still exists.
Yeah,
You've paid them for the week, their week will be up.
We do... What do we do?
Have they seen anything around the...
They did report last week they've seen some fellas and also a group of in the long raincoats that the vultures are known for wearing, the ones they wear to keep, when the smuggle hiking's in, come into Greasy Joe's and have a meal.
Yeah.
Is there something we get a free downtime activity to do?
Gather information.
Gather information about a job in our...
it's in Crow's Foot for us.
In Crow's Foot, yeah. Or, yeah.
That's basically on your sales turf.
Ground,
so it'll be around around Greasy Joe's, around basically anywhere that's your sales turf. That's the whole point of getting turf as well, expands that. Is if you want to gather information, you get a free one and you get an extra dice.
Can we...
Basically, you're better at getting information around the areas you sell.
Can I do a roll for that to see whether the vultures look like they're going to launch an attack?
Let me just check that. Let me just see a sheet for a second. Make a judgment call on this bad boy.
Just to judge the gang movements, to judge whether they're
Does
showing.
Does it really relate to your? Because the whole point is it doesn't really relate
to a score.
To your score.
Oh right, okay.
That's a hunting
supply.
ground, right?
So what?
It has to be that hunting ground, doesn't it? Or...
Yeah, your hunting ground. So you could say kind of around Greasy Joe's looking to see if they're attack, but it's not. I wouldn't class that as your hunting ground. That's not enough of a turf to know if they're going to launch.
Okay.
You'd have to have silk shore. You'd have to know on the area.
Okay, fair enough.
Cool. You're right. In that case, I will definitely.
I don't know
my
what to
second
do.
downtime.
I'm just
You don't,
if
but
you,
yeah.
I'm just sure if you remember that. So.
I do not want to lose R.
But you do get extra dice for acquiring now because you've already got them. You get an extra dice to keep acquiring. So whatever you want to do, you get extra dice.
Okay, so is that 2 dice?
So you acquire an asset, right?
Acquire an asset to keep the thugs.
Speaking of thugs, you are it's not 2 dice because you're now tier 2.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly.
And basically, I'm just going to go up to them and I'm going to tell them, still going to pay you for another week.
Yeah. and they're like, cool.
Cool, right. 3 and a 4.
3 and 4, so it happens. So you still have the thugs.
Are they, what tier?
They're now tier 1.
They're tier 1. They were 0 before, weren't they?
I believe you paid them up to
Oh,
tier
paid
1.
them up to 1.
Yeah, could be wrong, but they are now tier 1 regardless.
Cool.
So, a couple go, some new ones replaced, and Paddy's still there.
God.
So interesting. Now that you've got your own gang members, because you've got a group of 6 folks,
yeah,
and then you've got your own 6, well, Margaret plus 5 others. Have you got them kind of split, or is the asset thugs in one location, your own thugs in another?
I think
I think we said the thugs were 4 at the diner, 2 at Zilbin, so we kind of split them.
And I think the rest of our gang members are working a little bit more professionally. They're just a show of force. The people who are the sellers in the places, so they're selling the drugs.
We'll put them in some grubby suits.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got some grubby suits. They're in the carriages.
Yeah.
They're in the silken noose. You've got a greeter at the gap.
They're on
someone sitting. They go, "Welcome to the silken noose."
They're on men on the street.
We don't call them gang members. We call them gang colleagues.
So you've got your colleagues riding around in the deals on wheels. Okay, cool. So yeah, you've got your thugs and your salesmen.
Yeah.
Very different jobs.
Oh, we can start an employee of the month.
Oh my god. Drug dealer of the month.
Paddy.
Yeah. I can imagine your team meetings are now we need to push the spark this week, guys.
Absolutely.
We've got excess amounts of that. We've got 2 for 1 offer. Make sure you're pushing the spark.
We've got a product steering group.
Yeah. Oh my god, you actually are. Well done to Jimmy. It's your first sale. Really proud. Round of applause for Jimmy. Great to see him, getting involved. Soon you'll have your own corner. Yeah, oh my god, I love how you're actually turns like actual business.
I'm sorry, Graham, that your best customer died of an overdue.
Yeah, oh my god.
They just pass sometimes. The shit was too good.
Yeah, losing a customer, it's like losing a friend.
So, Merrick, what are we doing with this list? Are we going to try and acquire some of these guys?
Or like a good idea. Well, I imagine Cat is out, but we certainly have a pick of the rest.
Yes.
Given your preference.
So should we do that as part of a score, Matt, or do you think
If you want.
So like, how would it work if it wasn't a score though?
Well, you can do acquire assets, long-term down projects, get them one by one.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
Or a score. I don't know how you do it. Depends how you want to do it. But ideas that pop in my head will be something like. You have to kind of find out where they are first.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be able to go like, we want to do a score and say get Mad Jane, but it's like, well, where is she? What's she doing?
Yeah.
You gather information and find out, and then it could lead to a score. But it really depends what you want to do and how you do it.
Yes. Okay.
We have both used our daytime actions, and we have one coin left.
You have, and on that note, you hear a knock on the door at the Silken Noose when you are next there.
Okay. Margaret lets them in.
They don't walk in.
Oh right, okay.
They want you to come outside. Tells you that there are 4 people waiting for you, and one of them is a youngish-looking gentleman with a top hat.
Okay, I'll say, does she recognise him?
No.
We'll go. I'll call him Merrick, and we'll go out to meet them.
Fine. I don't like doing it on their terms. But...
So as you come outside, you see she's right, possibly a younger gentleman. But as you look at him, you think maybe he's just got youthful features, and he might be a little older than he seems. But he's got a top hat, which is at a jaunty angle. He's got a cravat, a nice shirt, kind of collar turned up, and for the most part, he looks fairly well dressed for Crowsford. He would stand out like a sore thumb in Brightstone, but he looks fairly well dressed. But you notice in his top hat, he's got 2 crow's feathers sticking out of it.
Can I check to see whether that's any?
But you recognise him. Margaret doesn't, but you guys do. This is Bell. This is second in command. This was Rourke's number 3. Now this is number 2.
Crows. Oh, sorry, the Black Crows. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's the second in charge of the Crows. He's the one that rumour has it Lister and him have had a massive fallout over. And he's just sitting there and he's smoking a massive cigar, which he's nearly smoked and stuff. And he's got 2 men and a woman with him, who are all dressed in the attire of the Crows, which is a leather pauldron with some crow's feathers sticking out of it, and that's. You see the pauldrons kind of like under one of their coats, one of them just wearing a shirt with it over it, but you can see it in all of them, and they all wear kind of dark coloured clothing. They look like scoundrels. You can see where they've got likely weapons hidden underneath the coats and the jackets and the shirts. And he says,
I'll
and just nods as you walk
I
up.
walk up and I clap my hands together and go, "What can I do you for, lads?"
Drops his cigar, stubs it out. He's got some nice boots on, a metal toe capped. He's got a little heel on it as well, makes him look a little bit taller than he actually is. And he goes, come for payment. You've been making quite a name for yourselves. Very happy to see a successful organisation bloom under our patronage, but I know how things are. Cash flow isn't always smooth, but last payment was overdue. So I've come for the due and proper.
Do you want to come inside? We'll talk about this.
No, it's fine.
So,
I'll just take the money now. We're here just to stop and visit.
You know, I'd love to give you the money now.
I feel like there's a but in that sentence.
But
Should have been a whisper, eh?
we can't pay you right now. Is there anything we could do for you instead?
Money's money, that's the problem, isn't it? You know, if you can't pay, I mean, can we trust you? We give you this shop, this piece of corner. Last month you were a little late, and now you're saying you can't pay.
Look, you know what went down in your organisation. There was a power struggle up top, wasn't there? You know, Rorik is dead. Things got a bit hazy. you know, we thought we'd let the water settle before we made our payment, and we gave it you. I appreciate this next one's overdue, but I sort of see ourselves as climbing the ladder, becoming not equals. Obviously, looking at your organisation can't pale in comparison.
As you say
to ours.
that, the crows all look at each other. If you say the words equals, they're like, oh, really?
But perhaps we can come to another arrangement, one that's mutually beneficial to us both. And I appreciate this.
Oh, this isn't.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. That's a good start. But I want more. Can I do a consult roll?
Yeah, sure. It's going to be desperate. We'll call it desperate. You know what? It's going to be desperate limited.
Okay.
You tell me you're climbing the rungs. He's coming for money. You're not paying him. Desperate limited. Yeah, he doesn't really care what you have to say, but maybe you can convince him.
So I've got one dice for
You
consult.
You also mentioned Rorik, which you didn't like.
I will spend 2 stress
Okay.
to
Fuck
increase the
yourself.
effect.
Oh, increasing the
Yeah,
effect?
yeah.
Oh, I like it.
I reckon unless there's any devil's bargains you can offer me.
Is this? I'd like to assist if I can.
Okay,
I
okay,
think I'll join in the.
Okay, you're going to assist. You're taking a stress to give him +1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
How would you assist?
Obviously, I'm there with him, so
Yeah.
I'll just be like, yeah, mate. I think it's. I think
I've got an idea. Like perhaps you could like flash, you know, the pendant we got from the Centuria Club or something like that. Like we're making a name for ourselves around the place. Or would that?
Given that we're telling him we can't pay, it's just like my goal.
Yeah, we spend it on
you know,
other things. No, fair enough. That's fair.
Yeah, I think I'll just tell him. Yeah, I think with the we weren't sure what was going on. I think we should renegotiate terms.
So you support his words. Use your silvery tongue, Merrick.
I mean, my words are very brash and
Yeah.
to the point. Whereas I think Merrick might be able to, help.
Yeah.
Like help flesh out the details of what I'm trying.
I think we have a bit of a thing going where like you'll just talk. And then I'll kind of like clean up afterwards.
Yeah.
Clean up the conversation.
I feel like Merrick says the phrase a lot. What Thadeus
What
is
he
trying
means
to
to
say.
say.
Okay, I've got those Bible for you as well. It's
Okay.
that, it doesn't rain, but it pours, right? So that next downtime,
Yeah.
there will be a second entanglement roll. So they're going to do something, they get a second, they're going to be a second roll.
I do not like entanglements, but I do not like stress either. Yeah, I'll take it.
I'm taking stress for that, right?
Yeah,
Oops.
I'll take it, Matt. You've
Taken it.
Yeah, why not?
So 2 entanglements next session.
So I'm on 2 dice, and the effect has gone to standard.
Standard effect, 2 dice, desperate standard, 2 dice.
Yep,
Like experience.
desperate, and it is a resolve roll. So mark that.
So Bell's sitting there. In his hand.
Oh please God!
Starts to rain a little bit, he just pulls down.
5 and a 4. Thank God.
Oh, something bad with that, doesn't it? I'm a man of simple terms, so let me just cut to the chase, make sure I understand your fine silvery words clearly. I didn't grow up here around money like you perhaps did, so maybe I'm stupid, maybe it's me. So you're not paying. That's the first point of business. You're not paying. Whether you can or you won't, you're not paying. Is that right? Is that fair?
Correct.
Okay. So help me understand what you are going to do for us instead. You want to renegotiate terms.
We are very good at selling drugs.
So good you can't pay.
So good, we think our services are more valuable than payment. To us both.
We've had to make a few upfront payments to make sure that future business is smoother.
I see you're the brains of the operation. He's the mouth, right? You're the brains. Mouth, brains. Because often those two things in the body are disconnected, right? You know, you're saying something you don't mean to say, and then your brain goes, "Why did I say that?" Crazy, isn't it? Crazy.
It certainly is.
So, what I'm hearing now is you will pay. That seems fair. Is that what you're saying? You've had some cash flow problems and you're going to get that sorted out next time? Payments?
In a roundabout way.
See, I don't like that term roundabout. Why is every time I feel like I come to an agreement, you... little twist? Okay, I'll tell you what, we'll put it this way then. We'll take double next time. That's the overdue payment, and then call it payment up front for the next one. And then you're clear. I'll tell you what, if you can't pay, we'll just take some stuff to sell. How's that? That's fair, right? You've got lots of gear in there, nice fancy stuff, got some nice carriages, you know. Or just cut us in every single time until you make the deficit up. How's about that? Seem fair to you?
So you've got no job for us?
I'm unlikely to give a job to someone that can't tell me they can't pay, wants to renegotiate, tell me you're good but you can't fund it.
The payment is the job.
You see, I hear a lot of talk, but I want to see some tangible profits. Or of course we can get you some work if you really want it. Do you want a job? Not work? Do you want a job? I got nothing for you to sell, but I can give you a job.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, yeah. Kill some glucose for us, how's that? Do you want to do that? How about you go deal with the spirit well? Well, that one? No, didn't think so. Tell me you sell drugs, can't sell, don't see the money, I'm not going to give you nothing if you can't pay.
We'll get you the money.
That's what
We
I
just
thought.
need that. We just need a little
Just a little time.
to sort out our
I've heard
cash
that
flow
before,
problems.
but I like you, I trust you. Should listen to him. Well, it's been a couple of weeks. Lovely talking to you lads. Great to see local business booming, and great to see the Crow's patronage is not going unappreciated. Have a good day. Tips his hat, and he walks away.
Okay.
One of the crows just looks back at you over the shoulder. Turn the corner of the alley and head onto the main street. You see, as he kind of turns the corner, a couple of people who recognise they'll kind of stand out the way and let him pass. You know, just that little aura of fear and respect he has in this area. Wherever he goes, the crowd kind of parts for him.
I think in the current climate, it would be wise to not have too many enemies right now. I'll turn and walk back in.
You guys do know, of course, the crows can regain power, and that money probably means a lot to them right now, more so than usual. Here come the carts, boys, one by one.
Should we steal from the crows?
Yeah.
Give them their own money.
Straight away, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm already thinking how to do it, but yeah. No, I don't think so. If we had any more friends, maybe, but like. So we are. Oh no, the Lamblacks and the Red Sashes are tier 2 weak, right?
Yeah, so the crows.
So the crows.
Yeah, well, they lost the leader,
Yes.
and they're trying to regain power. They've still got the crow's biggest asset right now or the two biggest assets. One is the fear and respect they just have.
Yeah.
But also it's their gang of cutthroats are the most impressive one. You know, when Rourke was alive, they were kind of like tier 3 strong, or kind of like tier 3 weak. That kind of like, you know, burgeoning between strong and weak. With Rourke's dead and with just what's gone on recently, they've dropped to tier 2 weak. They've dropped down a tier and they're still weak. So they would have been tier 3 weak. They've dropped down, they stay weak. So tier 3 weak, now they're tier 2 weak. So they've still got, like, you know, a decent gang, decent size, but also the internal schism isn't helping them.
Man, Crowsfoot is a brutal place to work out of. We've got 3 pretty damn big gangs around us.
Yeah. Well, Doskvol as a whole is a pretty brutal place to work out of.
True.
Because there is nowhere in Doskvol that isn't unaccounted for. Everyone's got something.
True. Very true.
At least Crowsfoot doesn't count as hostile turf, because some of the places do. So.
Okay.
I've got no idea what to do.
You got no idea what to do?
No.
What about you, Merrick?
Well, there was obviously the suggestion about doing a score to get some of these guys.
It was.
I don't know how we'd really go about that.
Now, there's one final thing.
Oh no.
That's some deep pockets you've got.
I told you it was all coming out tonight. I told you it was all coming out. while you're in the next coming days at your hideout, you hear some banging and crashing and shouts from above. Clearly in the subconscious. Loud enough that you guys hear them below.
I'll go up and investigate
Okay.
carefully.
So, it's going to sound like I'm being really unfair. At any point, you can step in and you can resist.
Okay.
Okay? Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Go
Our layer is
up.
secure.
Your layer is secure.
Right.
It's also hidden,
Yeah.
which is a really, really good thing you did that.
Right.
Because it's not how you layer,
Okay.
but they know you work.
Right. Okay.
Two places that you work publicly.
Okay.
So, let's see what they get.
A
Shit,
crit.
they crit.
They crit.
Okay, they crit. 2 dice.
Oh dear.
2 dice
The 6th one.
on the enemy gang, and they just critted.
This is bad.
This is about. Well, we'll see what happens. The dice are thick, alright. So you hear shouts, screams, banging and crashing.
Cool. I'd like to make I don't want to overtly go up, but I'd like to make a prowl roll to just kind of like
Cool, yeah.
stealthily see what's going on.
Risky standard. Some might see you, they might not.
Cool.
They're kind of distracted right now.
Prowl roll 1 dice. I got a 1.
1. They crit, you get a 1. They crit, you get a 1.
Oh!
So as you're coming up, you hear and see lights on. Because you got a man up over at the back of the silken loose, right? So as you're coming up there, you see the lights are flickering, like there's some flicker. The lights are flickering, some flickering lights, you're not sure what, inside the building, and you see one fella me looking out on the street. You can try and push on, but it'll be desperate. He's not seen you yet, or you can try and come at a different angle.
Do I have any idea what's going on at this point? Just
Looks like some people are in there that shouldn't be in there.
okay. I'm gonna press on.
You're gonna press on, desperate, I love it.
I guess I'm gonna keep trying to prowl. I'm just gonna try and just get in the door and just see
Okay,
what's going on.
so you're gonna prowl.
Little prowl.
So desperate, still standard.
Desperate, so I'm gonna get some experience.
Oh, I get some experience.
5.
5, you do it with a consequence. You get up, you get halfway around the carriage where you've parked over it. So you're not quite there yet. You're almost there, but you're not quite there. And you see him turn away. You've got an opportunity to proceed, to carry on trying to bend the back door, or you can try and look from where you are now. So you can try and look from where you are and trying to observe the area. It's going to be a less effective position, or you can try and press on and get in there.
I'm just gonna look from where I am.
Okay, cool.
I guess that's gonna be a study.
Yeah, so it'll be risky here. It's not controlled. Risky standard still. Risky limited though,
Risky
technically,
limited,
just
yeah.
because your field of view is going to be risky limited. You're in the carriage, you're looking out, trying to see through the windows.
Alright, I'm studying. Got 3!
That's 3.
Fail!
The reason you don't see anything is because at that moment a large blood splatter covers the window you were trying to look through. And it's just
Okay.
not red. You hear the sound of a gunshot, quickly followed by the crematorium bell, and then almost instantly that it's red on the wall.
Okay. That's not something I really ought to get involved in.
Can I do a flashback?
Yeah, of course.
So, so what I want is, would it be sensible to say that Thadeus and Merrick would want to perhaps look inside the silken noose while being in their lair? Is that a sensible thing to want?
I think so, yeah.
So, would Thaddeus have been
Have you
able
got a fucking periscope?
to set a periscope into the silken noose?
Of course you got a periscope.
So like a series of mirrors which like bounce up into like a corner of like the main
You're like,
areas.
oh, in the military I've seen this thing once, right? It's amazing. Like, so how is that, where can you see, like, how does it work? Tell me how it works.
So it's just
You absolutely can do this, yeah.
like maybe he's got like 4 of them in a row which like point to like different areas basically in the silken noose.
Yeah.
like, you know, one for the like front door, like one for like the main room, and then maybe like the back door looking out. Into
So
the
like
alley.
basically CCTV cameras, but they're periscopes in the
They're
corners.
just there's like so just holes really, but
Yeah,
there's like
a mirror.
mirror.
Colours one stress, because I mean it's quite complex, but it's your layer. You could have spent plenty of time doing this. So it'd be
Yeah.
one stress to have the
Right.
construction put into do it.
Can I do a tinker roll to see how well it's worked? Like,
Yeah.
you know, to increase the to judge it like a tier
Visibility.
level or something
Yeah,
like that.
absolutely. Yeah, cool.
So 2 rolls, 2 dice.
So you guys heal.
Sorry,
Controlled.
controlled.
Standard.
Okay.
Oh, double ones! Double
This does
ones!
not work very well.
It's got blood on the end.
Yeah, the biggest problem you kind of face, and really, is the fact that you've not looked in it for a couple of days. And
Spiders.
is that like
A rat.
pigeons? No, a rat. Oh no, this looks like a rat carcass. Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
it's a
that's
rat.
awful.
You know what? It's from when I did the rat beacon test.
Yeah.
One got in here,
Wrong.
and it's just died. So
This
the
is
one
going
main
on.
room is not visible at all.
This is going bad.
You can try the other ones if you want, but you hear more shouts, more screams.
I mean, I'll look in and see if I can see anything out of them. No. Okay. Well,
I'm just gonna have to go in, aren't I? Like,
The one you can see in the workshop, in like your old workshop, there's no one in there.
Yeah.
The front room seems empty, so whatever's happened in the back.
Okay. No more ones. Both of us, no more ones. So Thadeus is strapped like a CCTV camera to the back of a rat, and it's like walking around. I mean, after he's blocked, he's gonna go up with Merrick.
Okay.
So I mean, is that a prowl roll? Like.
So Merrick's
gonna
going into the carriage, I think, because usually you park the carriage over it, right?
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
all
Okay.
these
Fair
things.
enough.
Is it called a carriage? It is a carriage, isn't it?
It is
Yeah,
a
it's
carriage.
Yeah, the carriage over it, you know,
Yeah.
the things you can get up easy who can't see you coming
Come
out.
up, I'm just gonna hit you. Get down. Like,
The thing is now you can't see
Just
him, but no
one
one can
down.
really see out unless he sees someone. And then suddenly like a hand schmear does this. Someone looks again. There's
What does it sound like?
seems to be some kind of flicker of light inside there now.
Should we just leave it? Who cares if they're in there? Oh, I guess the drugs. I mean,
As the back door now bursts open, the fella just kind of looks out, staggers a little bit, and then one person silhouetted by the light behind them. You don't see the features, but wearing a long black slick raincoat just goes bang, shoots the guy in the back, and before turning back inside, and the fella just falls at the feet of the carriage. The rain just starts washing his light blood away.
is that someone we recognise? One of the gang members? Or
No, it looks like some drug dealer.
some guy?
Or drug.
Oh,
Drug user.
Can I do another flashback?
Yeah.
Uh,
Many as you want.
Thaddeus
So you get a.
has set up a, you know, like in banks, where like if someone tries to steal, or like say in Curry's or something like that, when someone tries to get the safe or something like that, basically like there's like a smoke system, isn't there? Like where smoke like pisses out everywhere.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna set up like, or he's set up like a smoke system like inside the silken noose. So
Yeah.
like punches a button on a layer and like smoke just like fills the room, like choke tear gas.
Well, we got your bandolier.
I got smoke. I got a layer.
You got basically tear gas.
I mean, over a couple of. So it's 3 per use, but I mean,
Yeah.
I can make smoke. I know how to make smoke bombs, basically.
Okay, yeah. To rig up grenades to blow.
Not grenades.
Oh, sorry, smoke bombs
grenades,
or
yeah.
smoke grenades to blow or smoke bombs to blow. I think that's going to be a 2 stress flashback.
Okay.
That. The periscope's just holes and mirrors are one thing. Man, you can get access to it. What do you reckon? 1 or 2? What do you reckon?
It doesn't seem that taxing because it's in my
In your
base,
layer, you could do it
and
inside.
I've just it's something that I've set up. You
Just
know.
how you see the buttons to do it all at once, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah. No, I'd say I'd be happy to do it in the similar way, like 1 stress, and then see how effective it is with
Okay,
the
yes,
roll.
that makes
I don't know,
sense.
like
That's better,
that's,
that's
you know, because that makes
Yeah.
sense to me, like
Yeah.
the tinker roll with
Yeah.
a stress.
Especially did it and how effective was it? I agree that's
Yeah.
fair.
One
One stress. Tinker roll to see how effective it is. See if you can reduce this crit down.
This is Sparkcraft though? Oh, that's during a project. Yeah, that's fine.
This could have been done as a project.
No, it's not. It's not invent or craft. It's not in the rules. So yeah, it's fine. 2 dice, a 4 and a 1.
Roll a 1.
Only one.
So,
Number one.
Not good.
Sorry, was it standard
Yeah, well, risk. Oh, control standards.
control standard?
Yeah, so you know they've gone off because you start to see. I'm guessing you see what's happened. You go back down, you
Yeah.
hit it. You're going back up, and you start to see smoke, and filling up from what you can see, smoke filling up the rooms.
Okay.
I love how you're in the carriage looking out at this. All this going on.
I think it's like acrid smoke. Yeah.
Like tear gas, right?
Yeah, like tear gas. Yeah.
So while you can't see in there, you now also can't go in.
Yeah.
Do we see anyone coming out from the carriage?
Not from the front, not from the back.
You should probably get up and ambush them when they come out the building.
You said there was a guy around the back.
Oh, so what happens? The guy staggered, slammed open the back door,
Ah.
staggered out, got shot, and then they closed. Whoever's shot and closed the door. But you've seen a guy get shot in front of you, so you've seen 2 people probably die because there was a lot of blood before.
So can I basically want to I guess sneak around to the front of the
Yeah,
building.
risky standard, man.
Cool. Let's do
Prowl
a
around
prowl.
the front. You just get out of the carriage and walk around. How are you doing it?
I
Just
think
for flavour more than anything. Unless it's something obvious, in which case, if you go I go around there, fire my gun into the air, that's going to change the position of the effect.
I prowl my way.
Yeah, prowl, bang, bang, bang.
I think could I have a disguise in the carriage? Like, it's just something to make it just look normal, just like
Yeah,
standard.
flashback, totally something you could have done.
Yeah, I'll set it up so I've got
That's the
under the
stress
seats a little hidden compartment with just
That's already there, yeah, absolutely.
Civvy clothes.
that one stress.
No, no zero.
Oh, no stress.
Yeah, but you just put stuff there.
Yeah, so I'll just basically looking
That's what
like
you do, right? You're a slide, right? So
yeah, I'm just looking like one of the bums of gross foot.
Yeah.
And I'll just sneak prowl around the front.
Okay, this would be controlled standard.
Okay, prowl. That's a 2.
So, oh man, you guys cannot roll tonight.
This is so bad.
Controlled standard.
I mean, I'd imagine the failing here was that I'd probably get around the front. I'd nothing really stop me getting around the front, but
No.
that people would spot me or notice that I'm not
Yeah.
that my disguise is shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Even with wearing your bum clothes, right? You're still Merrick. You still have that demeanour. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, from what you know, you go out to the front.
Cool. Is there anything out here?
Nope.
I might make my way up the stairs and I'm going to slide.
Nothing at all. Don't worry.
I'm going to slide out underneath the carriage and basically sneak up to the back door. Or I'm going to attempt to anyway.
Okay, that doesn't need to roll out until you're on
Oh, right.
the back door. You can get that. It's not very far away. You can get to the
Right,
back door.
okay.
That's fine.
Flashback to when we were just in the carriage. You go around the front. I'll stay at the
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
As you get around the front now, though, as you're doing that, your breath starts to crystallise from the
Oh God, no. Ghost!
Suddenly, you feel incredibly cold. Like you've
What is
just
going
been
on?
submerged into the icy waters of the Void Sea.
I hate it.
And I think we should have a quick break there and come back in about 15 minutes. We'll keep it short tonight because of the delays at the start. Just a quick drink for 10, 15
Yeah.
minutes. And then we'll cut back as you go to the back door and your breath starts to crystallise. We will see what's happened just there in 10 or 15 minutes, guys. So we're back just after past.
I don't want to mess with the demon that got a crit. That's why I rolls the shit. It's the demon.
That's what it is. It's actually just giving you shit rolls.
Right. Yeah. Should we go right then?
Yeah,
We'll go for a break and see the bit and we'll come back. Don't go anywhere. You want to see what happens next.
No, I think the crew.
Hello, and welcome back.
Hi.
So, picking immediately up where we left off.
This is gonna be a very short second half as we both die.
Maybe.
So, Merrick, your breath crystallises in front of you. And again, you feel like you've been submerged in that ink void sea. There's just this wave of coldness just washes over you.
I feel like Merrick.
Unnatural coldness.
Yeah, I feel like Merrick's kind of. Does Aruvia have ghosts as well? Does Aruvia have like ghosts and demons and stuff?
The
as
whole
well?
world does,
The whole
yeah.
world does. Yeah, so I think living in this world, I think like people will probably know when it gets that cold, it's not a good thing.
So, like most people in our world have had a near-death experience. I'm sure everyone's nearly been hit by a car or been in a car, a car crash, or someone's had those experiences at some point in their life. It's a similar thing in that in this universe, most people have had a run-in with a ghost at some point in their life, whether a friend or a family member of themselves, but they either know someone or have had it themselves.
Yeah, so I feel like it would be a known thing that if you feel this coldness, just get the fuck out of there.
And all of Veruvia live in. So lightning barrier cities, every city's the same. So all the Veruvian cities are lightning barriers. The only one that isn't, I think, is Dagger Isles, where they deal with it separately using ruins, and Severosi have ancient magic. But I could be wrong there, could be getting those two mixed up. The point is, yes, it's common, you know exactly what it is, you know this is a ghost.
Okay.
Or it's a demon, but it's not a big ghost.
I'm going to immediately head back to the back.
Okay.
I'm just turning around. I'm not
No,
messing
no,
with this.
no,
Nope.
no.
I am noping. What is Thadeus doing at the moment? At this
I'm
point?
just waiting by the back door. If anyone
Wait by
comes
the back
out, I'm
door.
going to whack them.
Okay.
Can I still hear any movement inside?
No. Wait. No. You sure?
This is what I can hear. People saying, wait, no,
This is yours for your consciousness.
Oh, right, okay.
You hear something, but you're not sure what it is. It's a flickering light, and you hear something inside.
So I can't hear any, coughing or anything. Okay.
I'm going to come around to the back, and I'm just going to warn you. There is something that's some unnatural shit in there.
What, we go and fuck it up then?
You got that electroplasmic stun baton?
Yeah, I'm sure it'll fuck up a ghost as much as it fucks up as a human.
Alright then, lead the way.
Right, I'll slink off around the corner.
Okay.
I'm not hiding. I'm just bold as brass, marching down the alleyway. Can I? What do I immediately see?
Nothing.
Okay. I'll turn out to go to the front. Is there anyone out front? Okay.
Yeah. Out front now, you see that one of the carriages has been set on fire.
Oh, for God's sake.
One of your cabbies.
Oh, right, okay.
And is it? I think it's Hooks, wasn't it? The gentleman was called the male.
Yeah. I didn't care too much about it.
Drav?
Drav, thank you,
that
Drav.
Yeah.
Yeah, Drav. Yeah, you're pretty sure Drav's dead.
Oh, Drav!
Not Hooks. Hooks was the other gentleman. Was the one you met the first time.
Hicks.
Yeah, you're pretty sure. No, Hicks is the first cab. There's Hicks. Oh, there's two Hickses.
Two X's.
There's two Hickses. Sorry. Ignore me. Drav is dead. You're pretty sure.
Right,
or at least
okay.
that's a lot of blood to lose. He's lying face down next to the carriage. The horses have been killed as well.
Oh,
Sorry, the goats. It's two goats are dead. You see the flickering light, which is a fire of the carriage. And you see from the front now, the silken noose has also been set on fire from inside.
Okay. I'll obviously turn on the air extraction system that Thaddeus had previously put in after the smoke bombs.
That list check, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Can I do that?
Yeah, it's only a two. How have you done it then, by the way?
Too stressed. Well, it's just like a ventilation. It's like a vent in a room, which just basically like a air conditioning unit, just sucks all the air from inside the room and distributes it outside the room. So it's just like a hole in the wall with a fan on the back.
Wait, you're trying to put out the fire with the gas?
No, just get rid of the gas. So.
Oh, right, yeah, then it's another one stress and think how well it does.
And the smoke.
Yeah, because there's smoke inside it, isn't there?
Yeah, from the fire,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I thought you were trying to put, I heard.
Suck the fire out.
Yeah, I was like, how's he getting rid of the fire by doing this?
No, just get rid of the smoke from the smoke bomb,
Yeah.
basically.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, see how well it works.
Yeah.
3 and a 1.
Oh my god. So where have you gone back into the layer?
Well, I pressed. I don't know.
I broke Lewis. The dice have broken Lewis for the first time ever.
I've seen this on fire. I've run back to the layer, got down there, press the air extraction so we got smoke out of the.
So what's happened is you come out, Merrick went out, you come up, you went back down, you hit the bottom of the first, look at the periscope, you come back up, you went out, you come back down,
Yeah.
you come back up, you come back
Yeah,
down.
I come back up, hit the button, yeah.
I get up, I get down, I get up,
Merrick,
I get down.
Thaddeus is out of breath now, and I'm guessing we attempt to put out the fire.
Okay, you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
So you guys go in. It's an absolute fucking mess. Margaret's nowhere to be seen.
Right.
The silken noose interior, the front part, is kind of messed up. But it's when you go into the back room, the first thing you hear is put your hand on a door handle. It's just hot to the touch. Doesn't burn you, but it's hot to the touch.
Okay.
You open it.
I'll
Yeah,
just
kick the door.
kick the door down. Yeah.
It's all down, and indeed it has been set on fire. You see probably about 8 bodies inside there, which looks to be mostly a clientele, a couple of folks.
Okay.
Whoever did this, they come prepared, and it looks like they got the drop on whoever was here.
Right.
And it's just absolutely, it's just a slaughter. Seeing this is a message. But while the drapes and the equipment is being licked at by the flames, it's not fully caught ablaze yet, but it's going to. You can see, like, the drapes have been set on fire. In the middle there is a hazy mist, which, as you look down the door, begins to congeal and form into limbs and this half-death-like visage of a skull with flesh kind of half-mission. This flesh seems to form and disappear and reappear on it as you see this skeletal, fleshy ghost. It's completely ethereal, but like you can see, like, 1 second you see its arm as pure bone, and then you see the hand that it once was before fading it in and out of reality. And it seems that whoever's been here has left some kind of spirit behind to guard the place, which is of course unaffected by the fire.
Okay. I'll run in and whack it with a baton.
Okay.
I'll run in. I see that thing.
Yeah.
This apparition ahead of me. I'm going to run in, draw my spark baton, charge it, and then try and whack it.
Okay.
As that's going on, I want to take out my Spirit Bane charm,
Yeah.
which apparently is part of the slide's loadout.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna like, right behind him, just like hold this up to him.
Power of Christ compels.
Yeah.
Okay. That's gonna take it from a desperate to risky.
Okay.
So
No experience for you.
risky stats. Risky standards. You charge the with your battery baton.
Let's see if I hit it. So skirmish.
Yeah.
2 dice. 4 and
4 and
5.
5 when it counts, I guess. When it counts.
Still haven't seen a 6 tonight.
Nope.
Oh.
I've seen
I've
2.
seen 2. Yeah, I've seen 2. So that baton comes down. You see immediately where it hits the ghost. It's like, because it reaches out. You see it's like a clawed hand reaches out to go into your chest, to possess you or to grab you or do whatever it's going to do with you. But you see that the electric plastic literally, when it hits a person, you see you feel the shock. But you actually see that dispersion of electroplasm force across it, and it's this horrible shriek from the ghost field. Like, you hear it once and like it quickly echoes into reality, like this sound of breaking glass and a squeal of a cat in a car. It's just this horrible cacophony of sounds. I can't say that word. As this spirit is half rent across the room, like it's been hit by a truck with that electroplasm shock went across it.
Okay. Cool. Is it still looking like it's an apparition, or is it
like as the energy flickers across it and dies, it does come back.
Right.
But you seriously kind of give it food for thought.
Okay, with that and seeing how it has sort of like, I mean, it was an investigation first of all to see if it would do anything, because Thadeus wasn't 100% sure that it would work against it. Obviously, he knows it's electroplasm and such, but I think he's going to go in for a second hit. So as it comes down through it and disperses to the side, he's going to run in closer and basically get it with another like backhand.
You might have 2 charges.
Yeah, I've done 1, so I'm down to 4. Did it before. Yeah.
Nice. You keep up with the charm?
Yes, I will do.
You can see technically have an effect, so again, I'll be risky standard.
Okay.
This is not a risky great, you've seen the effect it has.
Right,
So
okay.
it works a great this now.
Okay.
Swing with confidence.
Swing with confidence, Thaddeus.
So, this time the ghost is prepared for it,
Yeah.
and it just fades out of the wall as you come towards it,
Okay.
and suddenly it's out of sight.
I
Meanwhile, the
am
room is
going
on fire.
to attempt
see
to
how-
pull out the fire.
Yeah, I'm gonna run and like. I guess given that the street is Blackwater Street, I guess it's probably like on the canal or.
Yeah, it's very
something.
close to my
So yeah, I'll like go get buckets of water and start trying to put out the fire.
Okay.
I mean, we had a pump out back because we cleaned the carriage down with
Oh, yeah.
blood, so we'll just pump water.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, sure. You take an action that you'll start doing.
Probably. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a fortune roll to see how.
Yeah, fortune roll is probably that's a great idea. That fortune roll to see the effect of the fire versus you guys. So you could roll your tier, unless anyone's got anything else they think is better.
Well, I don't know. I think it would. Surely Thaddeus would have done some work on the pump to make it more effective. I don't know. Like not as like a.
I'd say so.
Would it not be safe to say that? I don't know. Yeah.
I think with the amount of stuff Thaddeus has going on, would he have really been interested in the pump?
Probably
for water?
not. Probably not.
With the amount of other stuff he wants to do.
I mean, we seem to be cleaning a lot of carriages, blood off carriages. So.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think a fortune roll. Do you want to roll for us? You like?
You roll. Or am I standing on the roll?
I'll roll.
You roll 1d6.
Just for the fire?
It's fortune roll to see what you do basically.
What will we do? Okay.
Yeah.
One. Oh, it's tier 1. And
Tier 1 gang, so you roll your fortune. Yeah. See how badly the fire's caught.
Would this count as confusing or deflecting suspicion? No. It's a 4!
Oh, so you do reduced effect. So
It teetered on the 1 though.
it did.
It teetered on the 1.
You clear. You rush out and you got the hose right, and you just you bring it back in and start just letting it go. One of you gets his pump, one of you's doing the hose.
Yeah.
You start making good headway before that spirit reappears again.
Okay. I'll immediately go after the spirit as I stop pumping or
Yeah.
stop distributing.
Is the spirit actually causing fire or is it just...
No,
It's just there in
just
addition to
there,
it.
in
Okay,
addition
so
to it.
it's not like thwarting our efforts on that.
it's slowing the efforts down now because one of you have to deal with it. Or you can try and ignore it and just do what it wants, which I wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, I'll go up and try and whack it again.
Okay,
Be gone, foul spirit.
it's just that.
Get out of this
It's
room.
just that deep, that gas.
So rolling my skirmish
It's a goal
again.
for you.
Are we still on risky great?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 and a 5.
5 and a 5. You do it, but it's latched onto you.
I'll resist that.
Okay, certainly. So
It's not really. I'm
it
that
looks like
resistant.
you get that close to close weapons, but onto
Yeah.
it, to get that close to it.
Yeah.
Now you swing, you see it crack a little bit, and it starts to fade. You can see it's like its gaseous form is literally dissipating as you speak. But it's managed to get sink its hand into you near your chest,
Right,
where your heart is. It's not at your heart, because it's like trying to wade through water or drag your hand through tree. It's like trying to bring its hand down upon you to where your heart is.
Okay. What am I resisting with?
How are you
This
resisting
will be.
Insight? No.
It's going to be a physical thing.
Oh, it's resolve, is it not?
Yeah.
Is it
It
not like
depends
an
how
issue?
do you want to resist it? You're going to try and
Oh
take it
yeah,
with prowess or-
basically I am just going to try and physically move away from it, or physically just basically get away from it as quickly as I can.
Okay, yeah, go for it. So you rinse that effect. So you take 6 stress
prowess, I
minus
guess.
5.
Prowess, yeah.
I'd have thought.
Your physical stamina.
6. Oh,
Crit, you deal stress.
I'll do that.
So you see that coach coming towards you, and you see where it's going for your chest. That where your heart is, you feel the heart pumping. You hear the blood in your veins. You swing it, and you see it get that spirit just begin to disperse, but it's still coming for you, half congealed as reality. But knowing how effective it is, it drives you to greater strength and greater efforts. That adrenaline pumping through now, and you just completely avoid it. You just roll out of the way, and almost like a matador with a bull, you just draw it in, hit it, and you've gone before it can even grasp you.
Yeah. I'm on 3 charges here.
Yeah.
I've used it 3 times. I was on.
Okay. So please inside. Please
Can't remember. Yeah, I'm on 2.
Cool. 2 charges.
Cool.
Okay, I'll continue putting fire out.
Is there any physical remnants?
But the ghost has gone now. Being unable to grasp you and hold on to your life essence, it's got nothing. It's gone. It's done. If it had grabbed you and held on, it would have had more. It would have started draining you and would have had a more of a grounding of reality.
Right.
It's
Okay.
done.
Cool. Well, I'll then again help Merrick put out this fire,
Okay.
or attempt to.
Make a fortune roll now. You get an assist because it's +1 before you had the ghost. Now it's +1.
Yeah,
It's not 2
That's
dice.
2 dice.
Yeah, 2 dice.
Oh, I got 6.
So
One
you
and
do it.
6.
You do it. Okay, guys, you put out the fire. You managed to salvage the shell of the building.
Okay.
The back room is most of it's pretty much gone in terms of the furniture and the drapes and the decoration.
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the back office and I'm gonna there's a wardrobe in there. I'm gonna open it. Oh, my third best suit's now ruined.
About half your machinery for taking the drugs, your shisha contraptions, we'll need a name for them at some point, but your inhalers, we're calling for that now, or dispersers, about half of them have been destroyed, either smashed or damaged by the fire. There's some that have been thrown across the room and they're salvageable, they're okay. You've got 8 bodies you count total. 2 of your thugs and 6 are customers.
God damn it.
Well, we don't have to deal with them. Just wait till the blue coats come. It's nothing to do with us. A crime against us. We didn't cause this.
Yeah.
I'm getting at it.
I'll start hiding all the drug paraphernalia.
Oh, that includes draft the 8. Includes
Right,
draft.
okay.
Rip draft. I'll start let's hide the drug paraphernalia.
Yeah.
Let's let the blue coats come and sort this out. Let's hide any.
I mean, our layer's hidden.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean, that's the front of our thingy, so like you say, just hide the drug paraphernalia.
Yeah.
And I think we'll get the blue coats in, or the spirit wardens to deal with all these bodies.
Okay.
I guess the story is that why people what sort of time did it happen?
This could have happened, the blind hour, the second blind hour was around 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Okay, so we'll just say that
It was over in a matter of minutes, it looked like.
Yeah.
They come in, whoever this was, they knew what they were doing, they come in, they did it, and they left quickly.
yeah.
We've
We
made
just have some friends over.
Yeah. I think we've made some powerful enemies.
Not powerful, just revengeful or vengeful.
Revengeful.
Yes.
We just need to hit him back. Show him who's boss.
Can I make a study of the area to see if there's any basically see who did it and
Yeah, of course.
see if it's
To control
not
standards.
left a calling card, but there's just there's any kind of thing
Yeah,
that ties
control
it back to
standards,
them.
certainly.
Well, you saw a raincoat, didn't you? A guy in a raincoat
There's a guy in a
or an
raincoat.
oil slick raincoat come out the back door.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be the Vultures.
Probably. I'll have a look around the scene anyway. That is a 6.
Hey.
Nice.
6.
You do it without consequence. Yes. You think back to what you've seen, and because you've seen all the bodies here, you recognise all the bodies more or less as either your own or people you've seen kind of hanging around as takers, drug users. But you think
He
back.
was a good customer as well.
You think back to that rain slicked, waterproof, and you're sure it's the Vultures. Just that vision in your mind of the light silhouette and bouncing off the kind of slicked jacket. You're pretty certain it's them.
What tier are the Vultures?
2.
2 weak.
A lot of power struggles going on in the City Domes.
Yep. Cool.
What do you think we should do?
I think.
While you're looking around, you do notice a few rats. More than you normally do. But there's something odd with these rats because they have strange brands on them. Like arcane, where the eyes are with the heads, strange kind of arcane.
Look at me.
Did you do that?
I haven't been branded rats, no.
Some new rat mind control device? Or?
Thadeus grabs a rat, has a proper good look at it. What the fuck is this? Do you recognise this symbol, Merrick?
I guess I wouldn't recognise it.
You don't know, it's some kind of arcane glyph. But it looks like it was physically branded.
What someone's done to this poor fella? Do you want to hold it?
Is it alive?
No, it's well
Okay, yeah.
But you see no obvious sign of death. That's what's odd with these 3. You've seen 3 of them, which but they're all the same. They're all branded with this kind of strange brand. In different parts. There's only one single brand on each one. It's a similar looking glyph on each, if not the same. It's hard to tell with the fur and kind of the scarring tissue. But there's no obvious sign of death. Like other than that, you see nothing wrong with it. So you don't know how they died. They're all the same.
Perhaps the vultures have a similar tactic as you?
I don't know. I don't think this is the vultures. Why would it be? Maybe. Did you see the shit I pulled down at Greasy Joe's?
True.
I've got more of a feeling it's probably got something to do with that. Saresh. You know the woman who. They say she can talk to rats, you see.
Salivica.
Salivica, is it?
Salivica the brand she's called.
She's called Salivica the
The
Brander.
brander.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's got more to do with her than the vultures. Unless they're working together, you never know.
Yeah.
So, as you guys discussed this, what do you want to do before the blue coats get there? You hid the paraphernalia.
Yeah.
What else? You're just going to leave. You're going to leave that and just get rid of that and just leave it.
I'll go through the pockets of the victim and like take any coin that's left over, you know.
Probably take any drugs which have
Probably
got
good
on the
for-
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make a fortune roll for me. So, you can do this as a group action if you want, or you can just get 2 dice, you know, one assisting the other, to see how much you clear off before the blue coats get you.
Okay.
So as soon as they hit, they're going to be on the way.
Right. Okay.
Okay. 2 ones!
I have no words. I have no words. Okay.
This week has been utterly shit.
Such is the life of a scoundrel, my friend. Some weeks you ride the wave of fortune.
we've got a
times
serious-
the wave takes you under.
We've got a serious cash flow problem right now.
Definitely didn't curse your dice with demon powers.
Yeah.
So, as you are hiding, it's not long before a familiar figure steps in, removing his bowler hat. As the blue coats swarm in, you hear the blue coats before you see them, and they swarm the building. You guys are brought outside immediately. I'm assuming you offer no resistance?
No.
You offer no resistance. They start questioning you, but you're not under arrest. They're going, "What are you doing here? What's in the back? Why is the back room on fire? What's the front? What's happened here?"
I'm going to say we were hosting a intellectual event here. You see.
And as you're being kind of half interrogated, half questioned, it's that very, that blue coat question type of, I'm going to ask you some nice questions, but I want answers. It's an interrogation under the guise of a questioning. But you see Hemlock approach. His overcoat kind of folded over his arm as the reins begin to subside. He's taking it off and he takes his bowler cap off. I did tell you there would be consequences. So, who have you offended, I wonder? Who have you upset to react as such?
Well, no matter what you do in this city, you offend someone. So could be any number of people.
At least it wasn't your family home, Mr. Clinker.
Look, you keep bringing them up.
I do. I'd like you to think of it.
Okay, I'll just quit then. I'm done. See you later, guys. And I'll walk out the door.
They're not letting you go anywhere. Yeah,
That was easy.
As soon as you shove like a heavy hand and you go, you sit you right back down. Well, puts his cap back on. The lawyer, Mr. Harland, he had a daughter and a wife. Family man, much like yourself. I wonder who gives us the right to choose life and death in this city.
I'll have to ask him.
And
Do you have his number? Is he around still?
kind of raises his eyebrows at your complete disregardless of the man's family. Before turning to one of the local blue coats, and he whispers something in the guy's ear. Good day, Mr. Clinker. Mr. Daines. Always a pleasure, gentlemen, says he's walking away. I'm sure I'll be seeing you soon. I know your type.
Maybe we next meet under better circumstances.
You get the impression he hears you, and he kind of shakes his head. from behind.
Yeah.
The blue coat's kind of one of them walks as he's walking off. One of the blue coats spits after him, like spits after in the wake of the inspector. They don't like him either.
No.
You can tell they do not like him at all. So you guys have a question.
Okay.
Is there anything you wish to reveal? You may do so, but you're scoundrels.
I'm just going to say I don't know what happened. They just rushed us and set the place on fire.
Yeah.
A few minutes after, well, about an hour after the spirit wardens arrive, we start disposing of the bodies. Take on their very secure carriages. Headed back to the crematorium.
Okay.
So, do you stay there the whole time, or do you leave, or do you wait for the blue coats to finish?
Wait for the blue coats to finish.
Okay.
Watch what they do. See where they go.
About an hour after they've arrived, the sergeant will clear with you and goes, well, boys. Bit of a rowdy evening, I see.
Oh, someone had a good time.
Trouble shame, bit too much of a good time to take on in.
Mm-hmm.
Found some interesting things out back there. I hear you're the proprietors of this business. So, what's it going to be, boys, to make sure nothing gets back to people it shouldn't get back to? To catch my drift. Kind of like leans on his heels, rocks back and forth a little bit.
Yeah, we'll pay him off. Give him a coin.
Yeah.
Give him a coin.
Mm.
Okay, not coin.
It's the last coin.
That's all that's good.
Last coin. Well, takes it, puts it under his case away, puts it under his hat, little pouch. It's up to you. Very sorry if we lost there, gentlemen. We'll do what we can to catch them.
I'm sure you will.
Aye. Have a good night, boys. Stay safe. Stay out of trouble.
Always.
About 3 hours after the original arrival, the blue coats depart. The spirit one's with them. Mark off the areas of crime scene and told to be on your way. You see a couple of blue coats are left to kind of stand watch. You can enter the building if you wish. They're going to keep an eye on you. You're told not to touch anything, but it is your place after all. They're not going to stop you going in. But they kind of cordon it off a little bit, you know, either at each end of the alleyway, cordon the building off.
Yeah. Okay.
Flash photographer's brought in, he does all the pictures. It's all the usual Victorian era crime scene stuff. They get pictures, they get, you know, statements, they get a lot, and they go.
Okay, well, looks like we'll be working at a Greasy Joe's for a while.
Yeah, I think we need some assistance, Merrick. Some people who know how to take orders, know how to deal damage.
The building itself is easy salvageable. So the front of the silicon niche is fine. You could that needs a lick of paint and needs a lick of paint anyway. To be fair, yeah. That just needs a clean. The back you will need to gut some of the walls. You know, put some new kind of. Was it like?
Has Margaret shown up at all?
No.
Okay. Well, I assume we're just like she's Margaret. She'll be fine.
Who'd hurt an old?
No. Yeah, exactly.
You've lost one of your carriages. You got one carriage. You've not seen Romina. You've not seen Margaret.
Okay.
But yeah, some of like the charred wall at the back will need gutted and ripping. You'll need to get some swarthy workmen with bulky tools in there. But a day's work, it should be pretty good to go. Maybe a couple of days to get it fully, you know, up to scratch again and decorate it.
Right.
You stop the fire from truly consuming the building.
Okay. I mean, my idea for like a score would be to use one of our gather information downtime activities in the area, well, Greasy Joe's basically, and like put the feelers. I mean, that's a hub of community activity. I'm guessing people are coming in and out, you know, eating there. Tell our dudes to keep their ear out for any words of.
Can we do that? Is Greasy Joe's part of
Yes,
that?
that would be good. Yeah.
Cool.
And then perhaps if we get like a lead on one of these people, we can you know, follow it and then maybe perhaps aim to obtain them like through like a consort or like try and convince them that, you know, that we are we're the real deal, something like that.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair? Or?
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay. So.
They're perusing the list.
What's the current year?
7.
47.
847 Imperial era, yeah.
Yeah, so they all got discharged last year, apart from.
Well, it's just turned, like, you're in the first month.
Yeah.
So this could be, you know,
like
a matter of weeks ago, some of them. But at some point last year, they were all discharged.
Okay.
So, as well as us doing it, I mean, as for flavour, we're gonna say to the
gang, Alex.
say to the gang,
the Blackwater Exchange doing it, right?
Yeah, so whenever we talk, we'll talk to patrons and stuff like that, and go, oh, have you ever heard of that Mad Jane? And then basically construct a story about what she did, and say see if anything gets back to them as well, and say, yeah, really interesting character, and basically construct a story about what they did based on this brief information.
Yeah.
Send those guys out, see if they've heard, can hear anyone talking about them, or perhaps get a buzz.
So I think the best way to do this score will be a series of small scores in one. Yeah. Each one will kind of be their own challenge.
Yeah, yeah.
And then that will do the whole. That will represent your week's work.
Yeah, say if it was like a TV show, it'd be like bam.
Montage. Montage. Yeah.
Bam. And then some of them might go well, some of them might go badly.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
So can we do a gather information roll to do the whole?
Yeah. You put the word out for all of these, right?
So
is a gather information roll, is that an action?
No, it's just downtime action.
It's free activity, and you get +1 dice.
Oh yeah.
But is it number of dice? Is that?
Oh yeah, and it's an action. It's still an action. So
I'll consult with customers to do that then.
So I get 3 dice.
3 dice +1.
You're not a master though, are you? Oh, does that mean the mastery just means you can't have a 4th on your
You can't have a 4th point, yeah.
4th point, but you say the extra dice.
Yeah.
So
are you leading a group activity in that though, or are you just going to do it? Because that's the thing.
I mean, do you want help? You've got one to come. That's all. Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Is it worth it though? Because you've got 4 dice anyway.
I'd say it's probably worth it. It's 1 stress for me if you get fuck up. That's solid.
So group action. Is your cohort doing it as well?
No, just.
We won't involve.
No, not you.
I'm not taking more stress.
So group activity. The highest roll counts for both of them. But if any PCs have 1 to 3 as their highest, they get a stress. So it's a very good thing. Like say, the most you get is a 1 either way.
There's a cool power. There's a cool ability where you can crit across the pool as well. Basically, so if I roll a 6 and he rolls a 6 and it's a crit.
I think is it the shadows get that? The synchronized?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I really like the idea of that one. You got 6. I passed as well, so you don't take a stress.
Cool. We got a 6.
You got 6 at the highest, and you passed. So you do it. Oh, the action was risky standard as usual. If I don't tell you, it's usually default. Yeah. So word gets out to you we get out to most of them. So I will edit this document very quickly as to what's happening and where.
Get some muscle. I want one of them to be like a school teacher or something like that. We kick down the door of the class and go, "You're going with us."
He's turned his life around. But now he wants to teach.
But he still knows how to make. He still knows how to make spark. Dust off those rubber gloves. Oh, we get Madonna. I want Madonna.
Mad Jane.
Mad Jane, sorry, not Madonna. It's the Necromunda character.
I assume we're not asking about the scarf.
You can.
Yeah, I will, but we won't include it as part of the score.
Okay. I mean, I certainly wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that is off the list.
Yeah.
You've seen Thaddeus go towards it with a big black paintbrush, so you're like, it's still good for record.
I've already copied the information down. Don't you worry about that.
Well, Thaddeus is brushstroke tail.
Absolutely.
He's ripped it off. He's ripped it off the bottom.
No, I think this score's going to be both of us, and I think it's going to be like.
I like the.
Okay.
I like the idea of us going out so we each take a couple, and then we each try and do it and see who we can come back with. That might be interesting.
Do you want to pick one and then go after
Or
it then?
I'll take the 2 Arcorosians.
Two Arcorosians.
Yeah.
You're so racist.
Never mind.
So, first one is Mad Jane. Apparently she's been seen at Leaky Bucket.
Okay. Well, I think that's my scene. A pub. Makes sense.
And then there is Hilton Huskari. Oh, Huskal.
Doskvol.
Huskal.
So,
Who we see at the night market.
so for some background, she was a lifelong soldier released from service after a promotion to start to her military career for an inability. She got what am I reading here?
No.
Released from
What are you
service.
reading?
She was released from service after a promotion.
Promising start.
Oh, promising. I can't read. It's smudged. Promising start to a military career for an inability to stop fighting. Noted for using a great sword in place of a sidearm, and she got
So she walks around with a broadsword on the back,
Yeah.
and she was known for using that in her military career.
and she's been reason for dismissal, fighting and violence. The other,
yeah.
yeah,
As I mentioned there, I think she challenges people to duels a lot.
yeah, and dueling.
Dueling.
Yeah. And Hilton Huskal is the other Akarosian, was last seen in the night market.
Question mark next to Jira.
Question
Apparently
mark
he's been
Jira.
seen around working with Jira, who's known for making very good blades.
Oh, okay.
She's the one I got the
Yes.
tape from.
So he was a black market operator who dealt in illicit goods for his military comrades. First instant of criminal activity were rumours of supplying an officer's daughter with psychedelics, but he was found innocent of that. Later investigations found a cache of surplus weapons for sale. His dismissal is obviously theft, extortion, fraud, sale of stolen goods, receiving of stolen goods, and blackmail. So all of nearly
All the
everything,
stuff.
all the good stuff. Which ones do you like the look of? Merrick?
Well, there's this scoff here. No, sorry. I think I'll definitely go for the Aruvian. So we have
Well, that
Dajan
makes
Khan,
sense.
also known as the Shaman. He was noted for bravery and potential leadership. No reason given for dismissal other than GBH. No prison time.
Which is very odd. You know that is very strange.
That does seem very strange. Discharged due to bad conduct, apparently. That's all it is.
Yeah. His file's very, very scarce.
Yeah, and then as well as that, there is a Severosi and someone from the Dagger Isles. I would probably be most interested in the one from the Dagger Isles, Victoria O'Donnell, also known as Tombstone. Reported visions and unconfirmed sightings of ghosts.
Oh, very nice.
Strangely, only spent 1 year in prison. So I'm going after the strange cases.
Very strange, right?
Dismissed because of first-degree murder. Dishonourable discharge.
Well, who's left?
And then the last one is the Severosi, Simo Proxy.
Simo Proxy. sorry.
Simo Proxy.
Yeah.
Seen in the Deathland scavengers outside of the city.
I don't trust those guys.
Noted for accuracy with the rifle, cool demeanour and patience, made ideal sniper, but sudden acts of violence prevented any rise in rank. Spent 2 years in military prison for grievous bodily harm. Reason for dismissal, stabbed his commanding officer in the hand to catch him cheating at cards.
I wish I did that to my commander.
Yeah. So I'll definitely do the Aruvian. I'll definitely do like the.
Should we start on those,
Go
your
for
two and our two, and then we might double team the last guy or something like
Yeah.
that? I don't know, something like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
So, I want Mad Jane, so I'm going to go... I'll
Let's
go
do Mad Jane first.
No, I want to go for the other...
Oh, you want to go? For the
No,
other?
I'll go for Mad Jane
You want
first.
Jane first.
Okay.
So, the sort of... so, obviously I'm going to go to the leaky bucket.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask at the bar and ask whether the bartender recognises the name. You know, whether he or she recognises that.
Yeah, so Mardin, you swear that Mardin's the only one who really works here.
She's gone all the time.
Always there. You do see the bartenders, but they always refer or defer to Mardin. She is the queen here, everything runs through her, everything goes through her.
Yeah.
You know, and the other gang members kind of give her a bit of a, begrudging respect to her as well.
Mhm.
As soon as you come in, you see a big, bushy, bearded guy behind the bar, and he straight away, usually he's like to speak to Mardin. Yeah, nothing gets there without her saying. So you have to wait a few minutes, you buy a drink, Mardin comes over, she's like, what is it you want?
Do you know Mad Jane?
Aye, I know the lanky bitch. She's crazy.
Like, properly crazy or just a bit tapped?
I think she's probably crazy. How many people do you know in here that fight? None. That's the thing. You don't fight in Leaky Bucket.
Was she a troublemaker?
I was trying to get her to stop fighting. I mean, it was like trying to get a pig away from shit. It's impossible. So, no, she's not welcome here no more.
Well, she doesn't come here no more.
Well, no, because she won't stop fighting. There's no fighting in Leaky Bucket.
That's true. Do you know where she comes from? What part
Well,
of
just kind
town?
of pouring herself a whiskey, and then kind of necks it back. What was that?
Where she hails from? Where have you had to take her home to?
I've never taken her home. We just pick her out on the street and she finds her own way. But she's too fair to the girl. She puts the liquor away. She'd never passed out. She usually walks down the street singing a song in the middle of the night.
Do you have any friends?
Oh yeah, there's some who love her.
You point them out.
Yeah, she kind of looks over the bar, and you see kind of like a couple of lads there, and they've got kind of like tattoos on their arms. Looks like they might be mid tattoos, not kind of sure of this distance, but kind of like arms and the hands. They've got
Right,
rolled up
okay.
sleeves. You can see the lower end of them. And they don't seem to have any gang affiliation. Like look at them.
Yeah.
No gang insignia jumps out at you. Just seem big burly fellas drinking. One's got a shaved head. One's kind of got like shaved sides, pulled up a
Okay,
short ponytail
cool.
at the back.
So Thaddeus will like roll up his sleeves, like
Mhm.
make a proper effort and show of it, and go, "Thanks, Martin. And here's one on you." And like, I'll flicker a coin, and then
Catch a bit, put it in the jar behind the tip jar.
I'll walk over to the guys.
So these guys are sitting there, when you come in the door with a leaky bucket, you're open, most of the floors open before you. These are kind of sat to the side of the door, just behind where like the entrance hall kind of wall is.
Right. Okay.
They're in that L space there.
Yeah.
So they're against the window and like on the wall next to the door,
like,
so they can look out into
yeah.
the street.
As I get closer, do I recognise that they've got like sort of military tattoos? Is that what it looks like closer?
It looks like it's actually not. It looks like they're in, not the guise of them, but inspired by it.
Right.
So
okay.
they've probably done time in prison, or they've hung out with guys who've got them and they've done something alongside them. So they're kind of like this half gang, half militaristic.
Right. Okay.
Some vanity behind it.
Okay. I won't directly mention it, but I won't like cover my arms or anything like. I'll walk
Yeah.
up to them and go, "How you doing, lads?"
Both of them, you know, it's not usual for that to happen in a leaky bucket. Most people can't keep themselves to themselves for the most part.
Can I buy you some drinks? I need some information.
Yeah, no, say no to a drink. What do you want, mate? I know what the kind of like ponytails talk, and you see now he's looking at you. He's got a milky eye. His left eye is a dud.
Right. I'll just buy him a round of just ale or whatever they're
Yeah.
drinking. You know, call over a waiter, get him to get a jug over. I'll go. Mad Jane, sorry. You know her?
Might do. I mean, most people know her around here, don't they?
See, she used to be in the military.
Yeah.
I knew her.
Oh, really?
You know. Yeah. I'm just looking to get back in touch.
Where'd you serve her?
You know, keeping the peace in scope.
I'll hang around in the city, in the district at night. You probably hear her.
Yeah, I hear she's gone south.
That's one way of putting it.
Yeah. Right, I'll keep my
Yeah,
ears
kind
out.
of pulls herself another from the tankard.
I'll keep my ear out for her. Thanks, lads.
Pleasure.
I'll wait around and see if I understand what they're talking about.
What time did you stay till?
I'll have a few drinks with them and then I'll basically leave and then just have a walk around the area to see, you know,
What
to like
time?
9 o'clock.
Nice.
Something like
Okay. Nothing. Just other than the usual rambunctious crowds that hang out at 9 o'clock in Crowsfoot.
Okay.
You know, and you see a few crows. You see Belle actually walking down, and he just nods at you. Carries on. No hostility there, just like pure business. You know, scoundrel nod.
Okay, I'll come back a few different nights and see if I can survey the area to see if I can catch her at any time.
Joe, yeah, make a survey roll. Risky standards.
Risky stand.
Just risk. The risky is just not fine.
4.
There's no harm risk. Takes you about 3 nights,
Right. Okay.
and then one night it will be so it's like more time of the light. It's probably about 2 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, which I think is the silver hour.
Yeah.
And you hear a very drunken rendition of a patriotic military song
Right.
coming from one of the alleyways just off the side of the Cat in the Cradle, which is quite a well-known bar.
How drunk?
Like, when I was in the military.
I'm not gonna approach you. I'm basically just I'm gonna see where she goes. Like I'm just gonna wait around and see if she goes.
It doesn't
like,
get louder or quieter. Like, you've walked and you've heard it.
Oh, right, okay.
So, wherever they are, they seem to be stationary to singer.
Okay, well, I'll go. I don't want her to see me. Actually, she's drunk. I'll just go and see. I'll walk towards the sound and see if she's there.
She walks down. She's sat in the side alley of the Cat in the Cradle.
Right,
And
okay.
you got a bottle, and you presume she's super tall. I mean, you look at her now, it's got that typical height of a scarf, which scarves are quite tall by nature. And you look at her, wow, she's like a good 6 foot something. Like, shock of dirty blonde hair past her shoulders and a ponytail. None could harm me. It's just like this, and this bottle's just getting swayed side to side.
I'm just gonna leave her. I'm just gonna literally just watch her until she either passes out, falls asleep. I'll wake her up.
5 minutes later, she passes out.
Okay, I'll wait until the morning until she's sobered up, and I'll wake her up with like I don't know. I'll shake her awake or like get some water or something like that.
So what do you do? You see, like, do you shake her awake? Yeah. What do you actually do?
I'll sit across from her and I'll call her name.
Okay.
See if she wakes up.
No.
I'll
She's
go
in
over.
the sleep of a hungover drunk.
I'll go over to her
Okay.
and I.
What
will,
time are you doing this?
Like earlier hours, so like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning.
About 2-3 hours after she passed out.
Well, okay.
You found her
like
at 2.
5 hours after she's passed
So
out.
about 7 a.m. Okay.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
people start to get up for the day, start doing stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I'll get some spark out of my bandolier
Yeah.
and like I'll rub it on my fingers and basically like hold it under her nose,
Okay.
like trying to pepper her up a little bit maybe,
Yeah.
and I'll try and shake her awake.
Okay. Give her a good shake. Straight.
Has she
away.
got a sword on her?
No.
Oh right, okay.
No.
Okay, good.
Yeah, shaking her awake, and just boom, a fist comes in your chest,
Okay.
and it hurts. Like, it hurts.
Jesus
And
Christ!
she kind of
woman.
take a step back, and she kind of like straight. She kind of like half drunkenly staggers up to her feet. She's like, "Who are you? Wait, where you at?"
I'm Thadeus Clinker.
I mean, fuck all, Thadeus, Clinker.
Look.
And she's fucking slurring her words stuff.
Oh my goodness. Are you gonna be okay?
And she goes to punch her.
Is she really still drunk?
Yeah,
Okay,
like, she's
right.
hungover drunk. She's passed out in an alleyway, smashed, bottle of whiskey in hand. You woke her up about 5 hours later, like shaking her awake.
I'll step aside, like batter her hand out of the way, and I'll go.
I'm gonna make a fortune over this. See how good you and her do. You catch it, but it kind of twists your hand a little bit.
Right,
With
okay.
strength behind it. She's taller than you, and she's got a good punch on her. She puts her whole body into it.
Okay, I'll try and like sweep her legs out from under her. So like as she comes around and punches me like in the chest,
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab her arm and like basically try and kick her legs down.
Yeah,
or
it's
something.
going for man. Risky standards.
I get the feeling that she might be. Oh, she's always dueling people, so maybe she's bested. She might. 5 and a 6.
5 and a 6. You do it, yeah, she goes down. Yeah, you sweep under her and she goes down. She's like, ah!
And when she's down, I'm gonna restrain her. I'm gonna listen, woman. I need to talk to you.
And like, how are you restraining her?
Like basically, as I kicked her legs over, I
Yeah.
just like pin both her hands like
Yeah.
like across her chest like
Yeah.
this. So she's like on her back
Yeah.
like.
And she's like, so she goes, well, we're talking, aren't we? To see now, she's got a big gold tooth right there, a big gleaming one.
I know about your past. I know your military background. We're from the same place. And
Yeah.
I'll roll up my sleeves.
She's like, all right. Ah! Well, get the fuck off me then.
I'll get up and like brush myself down.
Yeah, she still lays in the back and she's just going, ah, that one really cracked. Ah.
Look, are you in any state to talk, or should I come back? You're gonna want to talk to me, woman.
Man. What do you want, man? She stands up now and she's a good like half foot taller than you.
You still fight with a sword, Jane.
Yeah.
What if I told you could get back to your glory days?
What do you mean back to my glory days? She turns and goes back to the bottle and like picks it up. Sees it's empty, like
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
can like toss it over his shoulder. Like toss it over his shoulder half at you.
Yeah.
Not like directly at you, but like in your direction. She's like, when am I not living my glory days? Best city in the world. What more could I want here?
You know, I'm gonna try and impress her.
And there's people now like like directly like walking towards you and then make a wide berth and carry on walking.
I'll go, can I show you something, Jane?
You gonna get your todger out? No.
He'll start laughing at that. I'll go, no. And I'll get out the spark baton.
Yeah.
And I'll go, I reckon I can make some nifty improvements to a greatsword. And I'll like flick it out, and she'll see like the electroplasm like run through it, or like the electric energy run through it.
What? Are you a fancy one?
If you work with me, I could do it.
And what does working with you entail?
Well, doing what I say. Sometimes you'll be given your own individual time, you know, your own decision-making time. We'll pay you, obviously. Well, you'll be the muscle, you know.
She goes, all right, let's walk and talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just basically going to try and consort
Okay, yeah.
like try and. If you think that's the sort of attitude she's giving me now, like.
She's willing to talk, yeah.
Okay.
You choose the action.
Yeah, I'll consort.
Controlled standard. No, controlled limited.
Does the fact did I do any sort of setup with the baton? Like, does that impress her in any way?
Yeah, controlled limited.
Okay. A 3.
Right. So you're talking, and she's sitting there eagerly going, yeah, no, sounds great, yeah, got you, cool. And you're like, yeah, no, you feel like she's into you, she's agreeing with you, she's buying it.
Okay.
And then you walk in past what would looks to be some kind of pawnbrokers.
Yeah.
And she walks in, she just goes, gotta get some money in here. You're talking away. You're talking. And then as you get in there, she goes up to the pawnbroker. And she goes, listen, you fucking punk, my friend there, get your baton out. And she goes, get your baton out. He is going to hit you with that unless you give me my fucking sword back. And she's using you as leverage to threaten the storekeeper.
I'll forget a sword back. I'll go in there, like swing open the door. I'll put the baton on the table, like press the button, it will like extend and like basically.
So like she's reached across now, and she grabs the guy and literally just with one arm just heaves him over the counter and just slams him on the floor next to it.
Right, I'll point the baton in his face and I'll be going, did you fuck her over? Like that, like, have you screwed her?
And he's there going, no, sorry, I got money.
Are you going to give it back? Where is it? And I'll hop over the counter and start.
And you see on top of like, it's just emblazoned like this, emblazoned, hung up, clearly on display is this huge double-handed broadsword.
Yeah, I'll grab it and like slide it across the desk.
It's kind of hard, but it's so... Okay. What you do, you grab it and fuck! It's so big.
I'll put my baton away, I'll lift it on the desk and go, Jesus Christ, you use this thing!
She's tall, man. She's tall. It's got two-handed grip where it's got the tang and the hilt, and above the hilt, the second grip where you can do two-handed with it, or it's got such a large handle you can do two like that or two like that. So halfway like quarterstaff, and you've never seen one of these great swords, but they have two grips where you can.
Yeah, it's like a thingy in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it on there, and I'll vault the thing, and vault the desk, and I'll go. Yeah, this is. Courtesy of the Blackwater Exchange, pal. I'd keep your mouth shut if I were you.
Yeah.
Like that, and I'll
And
slap
she's
his
like
face.
kneeling his chest, and the guy's just like portly little fellow with like half button hair. He's just like, I'm just trying to make a living. She sold it, I did nothing. And he's like half drunk, I did nothing.
Alright, Donna, that's enough. Alright, Jane, that's enough. Like,
Yeah, she takes it and she puts it's got straps, like straps over one shoulder, the straps over the other, straps over the back. That one again to fold like a cross, and just slinks it over her shoulder.
I like pick the guy up, like aim to roll him back over the desk, and leave the shop.
He does so with some grace,
Right.
not completely. So, as you walk out the shop, you roll him back over to where he was before, like kind of like catching himself. Except now, like what remains of his hair, like he's half bald and it's really dishevelled, and the sword's missing. There's a massive like silhouette now where the sword was, or space where the sword was above the bar, the counter, and he's just there like, what the fuck just happened? Like,
We'll get you back for this, don't worry. And then I'll go, come on.
and he's like, that was too quiet, that was.
I'll go, okay, yeah, we'll get you back. Yeah. And then we'll leave the shop.
So you leave the shop, she kind of like with the sword now, she kind of like ducks on the way out the doorway. She's like, sorry, so what were you saying before? I wasn't really listening if I pay attention, to be honest.
Look, are you interested in joining us or not? I helped you get your sword back.
Yeah, you did handle yourself there.
So will you come back and listen to what we're about? Maybe look around.
Let's walk and talk.
Okay. Can I do another consult roll? Or...
Yeah, do a couple of roll. You'll get a set up now from getting the sword back.
Okay.
This will be controlled standard.
Okay.
She was not listening to you before. She was,
She was
using you to get the sword. She just was not listening at all.
A 5 and a 1.
Okay. She goes, what rank were you in the military?
I only got to lieutenant.
No.
Lieutenant.
I got to captain.
Did
yeah,
you?
I did, yeah.
Cool.
So I rank you.
Maybe in the military, not here though, love. No.
Alright. You gonna pay me?
Look, we've already paid you with getting your sword back. Of course we're going to pay
Yeah,
you.
you said you'd pay him as well, but you know, I don't give a fuck about it.
I might pay him.
Well, I hope you do. To be fair, if you did, I would like that. You know. You gonna pay me?
Yeah?
Where do I sleep?
We've got places.
Can I fight?
We want you to fight. Just don't... You only fight who we tell you to fight, though. Within reason.
Okay. We'll do it on a trial basis. We'll call it a rolling contract.
Okay.
Okay. Clasp your arm.
Yeah.
Like that, or the old military style, where they do it properly, you know, it's forearm to forearm, hand to hand. She's like, so we fight today?
We might fuck some people up today.
Alright, let's do it. 1 sec. And she goes into a shop, like a general goods store, comes out, fresh bottle of gin.
Okay. Oh god.
Takes a swig, offers it to you.
Oh, hell of a swig.
Puts it in a side satchel she's got. You see now the satchel is just a padded thing for bottles. There's nothing else in it. It's just a bottle, sluts into it, puts the bottle, covers the satchel up. It's like, well, let's get some coffee and be on our way. I am fucking starving.
Okay.
And she's sobered up now. She's slurring less. She's speaking proper.
I've got just a place and I'll take it to Greasy's face.
Okay. So yeah, Mad Jane's at you on a rolling contract basis.
Yeah.
Cool. I think we cut to Silkshore, where I'm looking for Victoria O'Donnell.
Tombstone.
Tombstone.
Cool.
So apparently she was last seen at the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh in Silkshore.
She was.
Reported vision, unconfirmed sighting of a ghost. Strange, only spent 1 year in prison. So I'm kind of here on a bit of an information gathering expedition to kind of like. It seems very strange that she's only spent 1 year in prison, so I'm kind of like trying to get a handle of what the situation is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I'm going to go up to the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh and what's that like? Is that kind of like is it like churches?
Yeah, it's different.
It's an open church.
Open church.
Oh yeah, it's like a traditional Gothic church.
Yeah.
It's open. You know, they have. Think of it. It's a very Christian-styled religion where they have the typical services. Every day they have the high mass, as they would call it, on a Sunday, or equivalent of no, on a Sunday. Sorry, on LSR, which is 6-day week, the final day of the week, the day of no work, day of rest. That's when they have their high mass. But they also have several masses throughout the week as well. People who can't make it that day, they have a Mendar Volumet evening one. But they have one every day, so it's open pretty much from kind of like dawn till dusk, and then just closes in the evening.
Cool. What was the nature of the information I received? Was it just that she'd been seen around here?
Yeah, been seen around the graveyard.
Around the graveyard. Cool.
Yeah.
Hang around the graveyard.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna hang around the graveyard and like.
Okay. At night.
See if they're on there. At
At
night,
night.
obviously. What's the worst that could happen? Just gonna bunker down and see.
Okay, so what action do you want to take? Is you staying in the graveyard at night?
I guess it's gonna be prowl.
Yeah.
Is the graveyard like mainly cosmetic?
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
so,
it's just like if people want to remember someone, they just put up a tombstone.
yeah, so the way it works, it's an interesting thing, memory engraves in Doskvol. So just as a bit of an information dump for those watching at home and for yourselves who might not have come across this before, memorial tattoos are very popular in Doskvol because
Right.
the city cannot expand out and can't expand up, and there's only so far down it can go. most bodies, as you know, are burnt.
Yeah.
Bodies are burnt in the crematorium. But, you know, the only ones that aren't are ones that aren't found, usually, unless it's very special disposition, which you may not be aware of. You know, there's rumours that some rich folk aren't, you know, disposed of, and so on and so forth. So a lot of people get memorial tattoos, which they list the names of loved ones on them. That's
Right.
quite normal. It's not a sign of gang culture. It's just normal. You know, even some rich folk do wear that. Some merchants kind of have it on their hands as a sign of, you know, it's a fashionable trend. There are also what's known as a tombstone, but it's literally a monolith, more of an obelisk, where people would carve names onto it.
Okay.
And over time, they've just become so full that they can't do that anymore. So the graveyard has various tombstones now being a generic word, like an umbrella term for any piece of stone or rock that has names.
Okay, so it's just like rocks with names engraved.
So they are tombstones in the traditional sense of that they are carved in some
Do
very
they have like
elegant-
family tombstones, or is it just
Exactly,
right,
and
okay.
that's where some of it comes into. And what a lot of people on the more or wealthier folk can do, kind of like middle class, or well, not even rich, but just kind of what you need a bit of money to do, is the spirit ones will provide ashes back for a certain money. For money.
Right, yeah.
So if think of it as they've been cremated, hence the crematorium, and the ashes are buried together in urns or fancy jars, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So that's
Cool.
that's the traditional, what most people do in Doskvol. So everyone kind of gets memorial tattoos from the ground up, you know, working class up. Working class can't usually afford the urns or ashes, or if they do, it costs a little bit more money. Most middle class and up, kind of, you know, upper working class, lower middle class do tend to have or can buy urns. There are many obelisks around the city known as a large tombstone, or just called a tombstone, that have since been so filled up they can't. And then the more wealthier families tend to buy plots of land, small plots of land, just space for our tombstone and possibly the ashes. Some of them just scatter on the ground. They're just let the soil take it.
Okay, yeah, so I guess I'm going to prowl around the graveyard for a bit.
Go for it.
That's what I do nowadays, apparently. 3!
3.
I'm guessing I see nothing.
You do see something. Similar time to
It
when
sees
you're with Matt finding Matt Jane in drunken alleyway. You see in the murky darkness, it's a dry night tonight, one of the rare dry winter nights in Doskvol, that kind of dry air where it's so cold you see your breath appear before you, but not as if a ghost is there. It's a very different way. You see it, that cold air, you know, that exhalation of, but it doesn't freeze instantly like a ghost would. You know, you bundle up a little bit, you pull your overcoat on, you rub your hands together, it's quite chilly out here. But you see a lantern light in between some of the rows of the tombstones. This is at the back of the church. You've done a full round of the front. You've come to the back of where the spire begins to come out of the ground. And this is against now one of the canals, one of the larger canals to Silkshore. You see where the tombstones go up against the edge. This is not visible from the side street. You have to come right around. You do see a lantern light hanging from one of the blasted trees. And you hear the sounds of, and you see the figure shuffling.
What does the figure look like? It just
It's hard to tell.
can't
It's just-
tell anything.
In this time of night, the fog rolling in, the mist and fog rolling in from the cold air, from the canal, is just giving this silhouette of this. So the light combined with the mist is just giving this figure a silhouette of basically a gravedigger.
Okay.
They hear you approach. Your foot snaps on the twig and it cracks through the air, and the figure turns to look at you, and then just scampeers off into the darkness.
Jason. Hunt her down. Hunt her down, Merrick.
I won't follow, but I will like go up to where where like the figure was and have a look at like what grave she's digging up, I guess.
Curious. It's a blank one. No names on this gravestone.
I'll have a look around the rest of the graveyard. Are there many with no names on?
There's a few, mostly around the back of this area, which as you kind of look around you think, they haven't sold these yet. These are either plots of unsold land or new cosmetic ones, because there are rumours that the church will sometimes get rid of an old grave that hasn't been touched in however many years. Say like the family's died out or they've stopped caring for it. There are rumours, though the church stoically denies all of this, that they will get rid of a gravestone and basically make space for anyone. But it looks like the fact that there's several around here that are blank makes you think these haven't been solved yet. This is a relatively new concept, the idea of tombstones. Relatively new, meaning kind of like the last 50 years or so. Once the obelisks in the city were completely full, this is the new trend, making a lasting impression.
Okay.
Most rich families, the truly rich families, have their own mausoleums.
I want to take out like a little piece of paper and I want to write on it like I want to write just the word tombstone underlined and then underneath I want to put the date in a couple days time and like the time.
Yeah.
And then I want to just like bury it just lightly under the like surface soil.
Okay, as you're beginning to... I've just created again.
Damn it!
I've just created again. So as you're burying it under the soil, you just hear a voice right by your ear go, "What you doing?"
I saw somebody, and at this I want to turn around and see who it is.
No.
To my imagination. Get back to there and burying it.
Okay.
Okay. Is that it?
So you bury it.
I'll bury it and I'll get up and walk away.
Try and walk away.
I'll try.
So as you try and walk away, straight away you hear rustling behind you, and I guess you just lightly buried it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it's been disturbed. Someone's close by in the darkness with you.
Okay. I'll call out tombstone.
Come from behind you in a completely different voice. Yeah, a lot of tombstones around here, and and then now from the side here. Yeah, well, perhaps he just means the person's name. Completely different voice.
I'll say, do you know somebody by that name?
Coming from your right now. It's all around you.
I don't like this place.
Well, that depends what you mean by know somebody, dear boy. Can we ever truly know somebody? It's a bit deep side to answer that question.
I did not feel like I would spend my evening having philosophical debates with a ghost. Any reaction
And
to
now you hear a female voice say, "No. But I would want to know what you're doing near a dug grave this time of night." And this voice now is coming from the lamplight. And you see, first thing is that the lamp? Fuck, what is this? But you see the figure in the tree.
Okay.
Sitting in the tree, legs just rocking back and forth.
I heard noise and heard someone digging. I was coming to investigate.
And then you decide to bury something yourself as well. What'd you bury?
Just, I'm just curious. I'd like to meet the person that was digging.
You can't really make out the
Maybe never
features.
know.
You just see a feminine form, but high up in the tree, the lamplight directly beneath her. She knows what she's doing. You get the impression she's done this like she's smart. It's casting a shadow on her. The very where she is in the tree, it's casting a shadow across the upper half of her face. You see that she's got these long, tall boots on, black leather, matte leather. They've got a couple of clasps on the side, very dark metal. The light only very gently glimpses off them, and that's all you can really make out as the feet kind of rock back and forth from the tree branch. Well, you're talking to her. So, what would bring you out looking for a gravedigger in the middle of the night?
Are you Tombstone?
Getting all familiar names now, are we? What can I call you, mister?
My name is Merrick Daines.
Nice to meet you, Merrick Daines. Yeah, I'm Tombstone.
I've
and echoing that in the back of your ear. Yeah, name's fucking Tombstone, alright.
Cool. I've heard of your past, shall we say?
Mm-hmm.
Your military history.
She stands up in the branch now. Like, you see her legs drop, she stands up, and stretches.
Okay. I was purely for personal curiosity more than anything.
Mm.
Your prison time seemed rather short.
And you look up and she's not there anymore. And then you look to your left.
I'll assume she's just standing next to me.
And she's now sitting on one of the tombstones. Just out of sight of the shadow. Just out of shadow in the sphere of light. She goes, you see my record? And what about it interested you, sir? Rather short. Why is that interesting to you?
Just feels like we could possibly it just feels like we could possibly do some work together. I represent a corporation, shall we say, that may have need of your skills.
Takes one step forward now and into the light, and you can see she's pretty odd looking. One eye is like this big, white, very tiny pupil, so it gives the impression it's a very light, like kind of like a sky blue colour, and the other one's quite a deep dark. She's got her hair half shaved, half matted into a, like, comes right up into like back into like some kind of like half mohawk V that kind of goes down at like part of her back, and you can see she's got kind of like tattoos and just weird looking markings. You're not sure if the tattoos are just marks or what it actually are. Again, the light's not helping.
Did the military records, did they have like pictures?
No,
No, nothing at all.
nothing like that. These weren't. Well, not these weren't the official military records you got.
No.
They were a transcript of them.
Fair enough.
And then her like mouth kind of contorts a little bit, and then it's that male voice you heard again. She's gone. Business opportunities there, yeah. So, what kind of corporation do you represent? And you say she's the one doing all the voices.
Yeah. We deal in drugs at the moment mainly. We are, shall we say, branching out to new opportunities. We are in need of people with power such as yourselves to help protect our interests.
He said my powers weren't real. He said I see things that aren't there.
Who said that?
Not everyone. Military, the doctors, the military doctors.
Then they are fools.
Now we're talking. And she steps back into the lamplight now. She's talking to you and picks up the shovel where she left it and carries on digging while we're talking to you.
Okay, I think at this point I'd like to do some kind of roll.
Yeah, no.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm trying to.
You're the one that rolls. I will role play until you roll. You roll for the characters as well.
Fair enough. I shall, I guess, do a consort to like put out the idea of her working with us and just like trying to get her on side basically.
Yeah.
So
what's your console?
3.
3. You get what's set up for this as well.
Okay.
From what you've been talking. This will be controlled standard.
Okay. That is a 1-3-5-5.
Oh, nice.
5, nice. So you do it with a console. Alright, she's
Show
like,
some of your soul.
yeah.
Don't give him ideas!
Yeah, she's going to want something like that.
A piece of your soul. She wants a fresh body every day. Every week.
She's like, kind of like leans on the shovel now. Plants it in the ground, leans on it. Tends to like make a big think of it, makes a big show, like very dramatic kind of stroking a beard that isn't there. tell you what. I'm in. Just like that.
Wonderful to have you with us.
All I will need is just a teensy drop of blood.
God.
We can get you all the blood you need.
Yours.
Mine is not available, but we can get you all the blood you need.
That's the deal.
Sway.
Yours and everyone I work with.
What the fuck?
Call me a romantic at heart and a collector.
Sway.
It's like what?
To talk her out of it.
Yeah.
Like maybe just put it down to like your blood. Don't involve us all in it. If you want to make a blood deal with
Might just maybe
This-
some of Thaddeus' blood.
no, maybe Thadeus' family wants it.
Yeah.
You'd be happy with that.
I'll.
He's thinking about it. He's thinking. Can you see the cogs turning?
I'll shake my head. I'll go. That price is too steep.
I won't do nothing with it. And her voice, you don't even know what a real voice is. It's just, yeah. Who knows?
Can I try and sway her to just like basically talk her out of it, but by
So objective to talk her out of it.
yeah. What? So what? Yeah. What would
Yeah.
it be on the sway to talk her out of it?
What's that? Do you
Position
want
wise.
your character? You want you do? You want if you? Oh, you want positions?
Yeah.
That's the standard. Just trying to talk her out of it.
So she is
Because she has got an opposing view, and basically you're trying to
Yeah.
bring around and say the price is too high.
okay. I think I'll
But we can get you all the
I'll
blood.
talk to her about all the exciting benefits that we can offer.
We can offer you a generous compensation package,
Healthcare.
match pension contributions.
We're on the road to get some healthcare.
You are. Yeah. Right, boys. 1 out of 6, right there.
In,
That was it, there you go.
particular, just how we deal with dead bodies and like
Yeah.
what blood you want from them and
Yeah, go for it. Make it roll.
okay.
Risky standards.
Risky standard, baby. Of course, it's
How?
a 1 and a 2, yeah.
So she
She's
goes-
gonna take all of your blood.
So she goes, and you think this is a real voice, is when she kind of like seems the most lucid. She goes, leans on both hands on the shovel. All right, Mr. Daines, you've convinced me. Deal.
Merrick thinks she's been convinced.
She holds out her hand.
I'll shake her hand.
Shake your hand. She shake it with a deft flick. She puts it in your hands, and sorry, as you get into the wrist, bink. And before you can say it's gone, she shakes. Goes, it's really a pleasure dealing with you. You know she's gone. Bink. Just straight away, just bink. Go.
Well then.
You can resist it.
You can't resist it.
No, I'm not gonna resist it, but
Yeah.
I am just gonna like sternly just be like
Then
Fine.
never happen again. It's done. It's done.
It's
just mine.
It's done. No. It's done. It's done. Nothing bad will come of it. I promise. Nothing bad will come of it. I promise.
it's really funny because like Mad Jane is someone that Merrick wouldn't really like, and now Victoria is someone that Thaddeus would really not like.
So
Yeah.
It's just really funny.
well, come on then. You give us a hand.
Are you? You don't dig.
Carries on digging. You do. She carries on digging. She goes, get that lantern.
Okay, I'll get one. I'll stay with her for a bit, I guess.
She digs for the better part of about 2 hours until she boom, 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 hits something. Finally, shovel up, slams open this lid and it's a coffin lid. These have been using the scroll quite a while.
Oh well.
Quite a while, yeah. It's an unmarked grave as well. So as in there rummaging around, some scraps of cloth get thrown up, and she gets a skull. She goes, "You ever seen that play? Oh, what's the one? The famous skull scene where he talks to the skull? I should be on stage." Yeah. Catch. Chucks the skull at you.
I'll drop the lantern and grab it, yeah.
And then she clambers away out of the pit, kind of like jumps off one side to the other, blows herself up.
Someone you know?
Me? No, let's meet him. Puts the skull down on the ground, pulls out a pouch and does like a circle. It looks like salt. Puts a candle, 5 points around it, lights them, tinder, and then holds a hand up. And in a language you don't understand, while kneeling in front of it, well, there's some arcane phrases that sound grating to your ears if you haven't heard them. And then her eyes kind of open, but you flash this weird kind of blue energy begins to emerge, and the candles turn blue as well. And a figure begins to emerge from where the skull was. And she claps her hands. She goes, "There's the others. I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it." Well, that was fun. Pick up the skull, chucks it in the canal. Pick up the candles, puts them in a bag, scats the salt with a foot.
Your powers are most impressive. I am eager to see what you can do to help us out.
I'm not gonna lie, I did put on a bit of a show for you, and I am fucking knackered now.
Of course.
Where do I meet you?
I'll give the details for Greasy Joe's.
And she was the fist bump you.
I'll just turn around and walk.
And you see she walk off. She just does this. Bitch. You got two very tapped people, man.
Yeah, we'll see how they go. We'll give them a run out. We have. What have we got? We got. Where's that? With our.
The list.
No. The sheet. Here. Oh, here we go. We've got resolve training, so maybe we might be able to help their mental. I don't know. Well-being, I
Should
guess.
we do like meditation classes?
You
in the
did
back?
go for one person called Mad J, and the second one was had visions of ghosts.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll see.
Yeah, I know.
It might work
not
out.
all be crazy.
I'm starting to think we shouldn't have gone for all of them, but you know. Here we go.
Might be too
We
much
got ourselves a
trouble.
whisper now.
We can always just fire them. They fuck up.
I'm sure Victoria won't take that badly at all. But
Well, she's got your blood, don't mind.
I'll go to see Hilton Husker, or I'll go to the night market. Hera.
Let me just
Chief.
refresh myself.
Yeah, the sword.
Oh, the theft, extortion, fraud. Yeah, okay, yeah, cool, yeah.
I'll go to Hera. Is it Jira? Is that how you pronounce it?
Jira, yeah.
Jira, yeah.
Jira.
I'll go to
Sledge.
Jira. Jira's shop, I
Yes.
guess. And I'll say,
So she operates at a night market, Jira.
yeah.
She's absolutely resplendent in jewels. She has big dark hair. It's this beautiful kind of like, it's all curled, but it kind of sticks out in every direction, but on purpose. It's really nicely done. And she decorates it with all feathers and jewels.
Yeah.
She looks just striking from a distance.
And night market is like the red light district, isn't it?
No, that's
No.
sure.
Oh,
Night
sorry.
market is where Gaddock rail station is.
Oh, okay.
It's
yes.
the
Oh,
market
down there.
street. It's the city centre. It's the trade hub of the
Right.
city.
Okay.
It's where all the best tailors are. Sorry, all the best shops are. You know, the best
Yeah.
tailors, the best blacksmiths, the best butchers. You know, you name it. And they have pretty much every day they have a bazaar. They actually have a full-on bazaar there from dawn, kind of morning till night. But they also have a night bazaar as well. Hence the term night market.
Right.
So it's all hours of the day, 24/7. You can go through this arcade of absolute wonders.
Right.
And Jira is known. No one knows where she. Oh, no, public knowledge, no, of where she actually makes the blades. But she has them a permanent stall in the bazaar, right in the heart of it, where she has a display on the table.
Okay.
And that's where you got Merrick got his red sash saber from, was that area. The night market, hence the term, is it's 24/7, but it's most rambunctious at night. It's a really beautiful sight. It's the kind of thing that when people come to Doskvol as a tourist or from the Imperial City, everyone's told you've got to go to night market at some point.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I go up to a stall
Okay.
and
So you push through the crowd, people are drinking. It's all. Imagine the Christmas markets in any major city. It's like that, but the bizarre version of it.
right. I'll push my way through. Get to the front. I'll approach her.
So as you get through the night market, your senses are accosted by smells of cooked meats and spices and herbs, some of which you don't recognise because all kinds of food is brought in here from the station. The loud, deafening roar of the railways passes overhead, makes all audible talk for a moment impossible before it passes. The sights of these beautiful coloured lanterns and lights and all these different electric, basically the new invention of electric coloured bulbs, lit to the market sky. So as you get to a store, and all the different sights, sounds, and smells of night market are absolutely condensed in the blaze Jira makes. They are beautiful. They are bejeweled. She herself is the same.
I'll start inspecting the swords, running my finger along the flat of the.
So a lot of them are kind of curved jeweled daggers, but you see these very unique shapes and sizes. Ones with holes in the middle where she must have strengthened the metal. Other ones you see a very vicious looking blade with curved points, where when you stab someone, it actually brings stuff back with it. Some of them look ornate as well as functional.
I'll say this is fine work. I've seen your work around as well.
Of course.
You know my mate, Merrick Daines. Does that name ring a bell?
No. No, but please don't take your friend thing to heart. I see a lot of people.
Of course, yeah. I mean, he suggested, or I've said you do very fine work, and I thought I'd come down and have a look.
I believe my work's reputation precedes itself.
Very good. I'll cut straight to the chase, so I'm not here about your fine work. I'm here because I need some info.
What information can Jira provide for you?
I believe you got a friend called Hilton or Scar. Does that name ring a bell?
Friend is a strong term.
Oh, you
But
don't?
yes, he's an acquaintance.
An acquaintance. Do you know where I'd find him? Don't worry, he's not in trouble or anything.
Ooh, it's hard to say. Best looking for him in the black. That's a phrase in Doskvol that means
It could be anywhere.
in the black means the black at night.
How do you two know each other?
Oh, he helped procure some items for me, but I was aware of some misdeeds in his past, so I thought it best to sever any ties of business.
Oh, so you don't like working with crooked people then?
I keep an honest business.
Okay, fair enough. Each to their own. Can I do I guess there's no real insight, but I'm going to survey her to see whether I believe she's telling the truth or not.
Go for it, man. Risky standard.
Right. So 1 dice. 1.
One, you guys are not rolling it tonight.
Well, it's 1 dice.
It's 1 dice. So she looks at you, and you believe her, but she is giving you a very quizzical look, as if the statement she said has a deeper meaning that you should understand.
Is there a black market in night market?
No, but there is a rumour of something called the Black Emporium.
Right.
The Black Emporium is rumoured to be somewhere underneath Night Market.
Okay.
In the canals. And it's the illicit equivalent, shall we say, of Night Market. It's the black market, literally, their trade of the Black Emporium. Not just the black market where, stuff comes off a ship and you buy individual, but where smugglers will actually congregate, traders will actually congregate. It's an actual market of illegal dealings.
And it's literally under the market.
That's where it's rumored to be, but no one's ever found it. Or, not, mythical and stories are told about it. But the Black Emporium, you said, is the rumours go you can get anything ever there.
Right.
The other rumours proceed over it that demons and devils shop there and that ghosts go there as well, and that it's an absolute menagerie of beings, creatures, races, you hear our story. I swear, in the canals there's a leviathan once there, and it was talking and it was eating, and I seen it eat like fish and chips, and I swear, and you're just like, what the fuck is that nonsense? But rumours persist of it.
Okay.
You've been around enough to know that it could be true.
Can I survey the area around Night Market to see if there's any like structural evidence that there might be something underneath it?
Yeah.
Or perhaps like my other idea was to perhaps get the rat beacon out, like basically turn it on and see if I can see any unusual like places the rats are coming out of, like and basically follow them back to the source where they might be coming out, whether there's like a I don't know, like a sewer grate or like a particular area which the I might do the second one as last one.
Controlled limited.
Okay. So I've got my beacon with me. I'll take it off, I guess. We didn't really do that at the start, but I guess it doesn't really matter that much.
This isn't really low per se.
Right. Okay. Limited. Right. Okay.
Controlled limited.
Yeah, I'll go through it. 4 and a 6.
4 and a 6. So you do it. Yeah. So how'd you do it?
So I basically turn the beacon on in the middle of Night Market, right?
It's going to be quite conspicuous.
Oh yeah, true.
You want to do it somewhere hidden at least.
Yeah, I'll go down an alley.
Yeah.
I'll go down an alley like behind some barrels or
Okay.
something like that. I'll crouch down. I'll turn it on. Yeah, it will start flickering probably. And basically, I'm going to see like basically once one rat starts coming, I'm going to leave the machine there behind the barrel.
Okay.
Or like perhaps even in the barrel,
Yeah.
and I'm going to.
Yeah, you walk away and you're like, you go back and I'm in the barrel. And you put the lid inside.
Yeah. I'm gonna like once when I see one rat coming, I'll basically follow that rat and see if I can see another rat coming like that, and I'll basically try and follow it back to like a source, or like if I see like 2 or 3 of them coming from there, I'll follow that trail and like basically follow that. Can I do like some sort of like survey or study roll to
This
see?
is going to count part of it.
Oh right.
So
okay.
you do that for a few minutes, but you quickly realise if you didn't go back and turn that beacon off, you're going to draw a hole like you usually do. So it's only going to get you so far.
Right. Okay.
Before you have to either you keep going and you let people find it because it's going to draw a lot of attention,
Yeah.
or you go back and turn it off. It's your call.
I will go back.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to start a progress clock for finding the
Absolutely.
the Black Market or
Absolutely.
the Dark Emporium?
Black Emporium.
Black Emporium.
There'll be 8 ticks. Tick 3 for the 6.
Okay. I'll go back and turn the rat beacon off and.
So that's fine in the Black Emporium.
Cool. Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hilton.
I don't think I can get any further than that.
Okay. I guess while that's going on, let's have a look for Dojan Khan. So,
Fellow Eruvian.
fellow Eruvian and a member of the Red Sashes, apparently.
You're gonna put your moustache on.
I feel like we're kind of like poaching someone from the Red Sashes here. I don't really. It's probably not a good idea. But yeah, I guess I'm going to use my Red Sash connection.
Mm-hmm.
The guys I've got, and I kind of want to.
Bajan's an Eruvian and he's rumoured to be in with the Red Sashes since leaving the military.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to go to the Red Sash Academy and all disguised up
Okay.
and pretend to be like a student there.
Make a fortune roll to see how far you get in without people spotting you. I think your quality you've got 2. It's 2. They're a tier 2 gang. You've got a big gear tier 2. 2 dice fortune roll. Unless you want to do an action specifically to do something else, like you survey until it's quiet or something like that. You can do an action to try and sneak in, or you can just do a fortune roll to see if your disguise holds up.
I'd like to. I think it'd probably be like a prowl action to get in
Okay. Yeah.
and just like have a look around and like see if I can.
So you're trying to dodge being seen at the same time, like fit in, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like,
I
kind
want
of like, you know, hide in plain sight, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just avoid anyone's direct gaze and look anyone looks
And
like
just stay like
at distance.
yeah.
Because even if you're in the outfit, you're still not going to be actively just walking through. You wait until a couple of people go past. You go there. And,
Yeah, so it'll be controlled standard.
Well, standard. So this is a prowl.
Yes,
I get +1 dice to confuse or deflect suspicion.
you do. So yeah,
Does that count?
yeah,
Okay,
absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
what it is for that.
When I'm using a disguise.
Exactly what this is for.
All right, let's go for 2 dice.
Merrick's
then.
cosplaying again. So many 2 to 1s.
I'm broken. It's back I'm actually broken. 2 to 1. What I love is that it's not even like 3s, it's the 1s.
Yeah,
We have
so
skull
many
dice, and those skulls have popped up tonight so much, and I've critted twice.
I'm not playing anymore. I'm done with this series.
I'm looking forward to Curse of Strahd because if you don't roll trash, then
I've made a deal with Lady Luck. So, you're walking in there, Merrick, and my Lyra is actually walking down the stairs, and she seems to catch you at the side of her eye, and then gives it a quizzical look. You can try and press on, it's going to be risky, or you can back off and try a different way.
and my Lyra is the leader of the Red Sashes.
Yeah. You see, she's wearing that white tank top like she was before. Her tribal tattoos from the neck down, all the way down her wrist.
Whip up your disguise, surprise her, run away.
I am gonna back. Is she outright? Is she outright clock me? She's outright seeing me.
She's seen you, yeah, she's seen you. You can either try and press on, and just blend into the crowds of the evening and try and it's a bit riskier. Or you can back off, go the opposite way, basically, cut into a side door straight away and try a different approach. If you want to keep going through the hallway where you were going, so I'm guessing you're going to the interior trying to find people, right?
So I think she's seen me, but not necessarily recognise.
No, but she's seen I don't recognise you. It's not I recognise you, Merrick. It's like, who is that?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm gonna back off. I'm just gonna duck into a.
So you look into a side room.
And just Yeah.
So how are you?
Hopefully get lost in the maze just to get.
So you're in. So you're partially in.
Okay.
Make a year the clock for you. Call it 4-tick one. called by the sashes, or the scubbard or something like that. Red sash discovery.
So your outfit's getting burned. They can strip you, kick you out naked.
Tick one for me.
Okay. Right. Okay. How do I do this?
Merrick said. Okay.
How do I do
Use your sword.
You're like, I'm a red sash. I have a sword. Does anyone know this person?
The sword's part of this guy's
Do
damn it.
you know the person?
I really hope the one you bought is actually foam cosplay. It's actual cosplay.
Totally. It's just that sword. It's just it's a pirate saber. I think I'm gonna just try going up to someone.
Hello, fellow red sash.
Hello, fellow red sash. I'm new here.
You should look for someone who is new.
Yeah.
You should look for some greenhorn.
I don't want to lose my disguise. I spent so long getting that.
Hello, fellow red sash. I'm new here.
He's getting one over the shoulder. Hello, fellow.
Just a slight side note though are the Red Sashes like an institution in Nerugia as well?
Yeah.
Oh, you can say that. You can
Oh,
say
right,
you-
sorry. Oh, no, they're in. No, it doesn't
Oh,
work
right.
out. It doesn't work out.
So you don't have, like,
European
sects.
sect.
No, they have the Ruvian School of Blades. Is
Ah,
across, but the red sash is unique to this one.
right.
Oh,
Hello, fellow kids.
I don't know.
Just
You
talk
got
to
you got
someone.
flashbacks, you got all the
Alright.
stress in the world to play with.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to someone and.
Flashback. I knew this would happen. Just make a roll, man. Just make a roll. You got all the stress in the world for your flashbacks to play with. You can always resist as well.
You could go to try and find a common room or something like that.
Yeah,
like
and
a
you can always
canteen or
resist.
something
Some
like
bag
that.
goes wrong, you got the resistance.
Yeah.
So Merrick is in the red sash room, in a side lounge area.
Just have some documents. Say you're delivering them.
In my fake red sash uniform.
It's
I'm working part time as a courier.
the postman uniform is like suspiciously similar to the red sash uniform.
Okay, I want to try and sneak into like a back office and see if they've got like a register of names or something like that. That's what I want to
Okay, yeah. Okay, man.
do. Can I find something like that around the academy?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like an entry book. There's a lot. There's a visitors, logbook. There's a few around. You can look at that. So you got a division. This is logbook on the entrance area.
Or maybe like it's academy, so like
The academy list.
student register or something like that.
When you were training, there was a list of instructors and classes. And
Yeah.
people signed up to it. Yeah, there's a few things, right?
I know where that is.
It's an academy, right? It's still an academy. It's a front for. They have a drug side and drug side, gang side to it.
Yeah.
But it's still an academy, and it absolutely does function as one.
Yeah.
Is there like an honour roll or something like that? Like pictures on the wall?
The dad's only got released a year ago. He's already graduated. Yeah. So you're looking for a list of a register list.
Yep.
Yep, certainly. So how would you what action do you want to take to look at this? Look for this, I should say.
I think I'll probably just like try to sneak into one of the back offices and find it. So I think it's probably gonna be a prowl roll.
Let's try a different way though, because my legs already clocked you with that way.
Right. Yeah.
So you can certainly do it, but it'll be risky.
You could hunt for it.
You could hunt for it, yeah.
Could I go up to one of the they must have like people that just do admin. I'll go
Yeah,
up to one
find
of them
someone,
that just do admin and be like,
And consort them.
yeah. Try and it'll probably sway more the consort to try and
So what do you say to sway them
I think I'll try and pretend to be a newish student.
I think that's a good idea.
I'm not getting any further with this plan.
This is what Merrick does not do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got flashbacks if you need to. You can always resist as well.
Yeah. I'll just kind of. Yeah, I'll try and pretend to be like a new student. I'm looking for like. Nothing seems sensible.
I don't think that word is often used in Blade.
Just say you're looking to sign up for something, and then basically just like look through the book when they give it you.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, if it looks like that, yeah.
Like maybe if you stand in line, overhear what the person in front of you say, just repeat that, and then see what they do. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, some convincing lie that Merrick can come up with, but I can't.
Super advanced. Super advanced.
Insert lie here.
Yeah. He said, that's fine, let's go for it. Again, Merrick's a seasoned scoundrel. I don't kill someone.
Yeah.
So go for it, make a sort of roll. It's going to be, we'll call it risky standard.
Okay.
Oh, the sway, wasn't it? Sway.
Sake.
Oh my god. Tick another clock on the red sash strippery. See what, tick 2 for us there.
Yeah.
What is this? What is this curse?
It takes one of these dice.
And
Even Merrick can't come up with a lie.
That's why, if you came up with a lie, you would have rolled a 113, because it went convincing lie. The woman said, convincing lie.
Oh, it didn't work.
I've got a convincing lie to tell you. So, as Merrick goes up to one of the late night admin assistants, you go, I need to sign up to a CA list of attendees for a class. I need to sign up. And she just goes, what on earth are you talking about? Do you not have your own timetable? And he's like, oh no, of course not. She's like, wait here, please. And you see her go into one a back room, the desk's just open in the main hallway, and she goes into a back room. And then with the door half ajar, Merrick kind of looks in. You see her talking to someone, and she looks a bit like.
I will sneak off at that point. Yeah. Let's not get embroiled in that. Have I still got I still know.
Merrick's like, not this way, not that way.
Who's the one I know?
You did meet with
The one that I trained with.
You drank and trained for a bit or something.
Yeah, I don't remember who he was.
Because you were
Can't remember
drinking.
the name. Abbas?
Abbas,
Yeah, it was Abbas.
Abbas
Go meet up with him.
Okay.
Abbas Thadeus.
I'm abandoning this plan. I'm getting home. I'm taking off my disguise. I'm crying for a bit, and then I'm going out
Merrick's
to meet with Abbas.
Thaddeus is like knocking like a cog like on a machine, and he just hears like, that sounds like someone's crying. No,
Nothing went well.
that sounds like someone just ripped off a fake mustache.
And it hurt. Okay, you're going to meet with
I'm gonna
Abbas.
go. I'm gonna meet with Abbas.
So you go to the Thumb and Hammer, which is quite a well-known local bar to the Red Sashes.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have a bit of a chat, have a drink. A couple hours in, I'll be like, do you know that other guy, Dajan Khan?
He's like, oh, I know a few design Khan.
Apparently he's at the academy or something.
Oh, there was a there was a new instructor. A new instructor. Yes,
Yeah,
design.
so-
Oh, he's quite good. Yeah,
Is
yes.
this is this a roll?
More what would you like to make?
It's a consult roll.
Mhm.
I'm always
See, he's
consulting with
done his
Abbas.
work there, so let's see how well.
Wait, he's a new instructor.
That's what he says, yeah. So he will be we'll call this controlled standard. He likes
Okay.
you, your friends. Why not?
Cool.
Very good.
Consult.
Just.
9 dice!
5 to 4. So, Abbas was like drinking a couple of drinks and he's like, yes. What did you call yourself when you met Abbas? Was it just an alias?
I'll
What's your
go
other
with
alias?
Ibrahim.
Yeah, Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Yeah.
Pardon me, sorry guys, it's been a long day. So he's like, yes, he's one of our new instructors. He's very good.
Really?
Yes, he's got some military record or other. Yes, he's been there for a few months now. Yes, why do you ask? Are you thinking of training?
Yeah, I heard about his skill with blade. Have you seen him train yourself?
Yes, he's started him on several occasions, and Abbas has got a couple of drinks in now. And yes, it's quite excellent. A little uncouth in his style, perhaps a little blunt, but we're there to learn how to fight, and he can certainly do that. And it's always good to have different styles. He teaches the Acrosian military style of fighting, which is very useful to know how to defend oneself against.
Of course.
Could you perhaps ask him about the prison time? See if he's heard any rumours about
Yeah,
why
have
it
you,
was dismissed or
so he was in the military, was he?
Yes, by all accounts, he served there for several years, I believe.
Do you know why he left?
Joining school, I presume. He hasn't gone into that much detail of his personal life. Another round, please. Another one for you.
Yes,
Very good. Yes, 2. Doesn't seem to know about his military history or the night he was there.
Okay.
But he's confirmed he's working there as an instructor, has been for several months.
I mean, maybe we could sow the seeds, like send him a letter and saying something like, "I hope working for the Red Sashes has found, profitable for yourself. If you're looking for any other opportunities, then and then we'll just put our card in there,
Yeah.
Blackwater Exchange or something."
I'm almost thinking it's probably not a good idea to go after this guy, just given that he's, we're stealing from the Red Sashes right now. Nice.
He might have.
We already don't have
I don't know. He might not have that much allegiance to him. He might have more of allegiance to
Yeah.
the military, or like I honestly I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think sending him a letter would harm.
No.
Because what could the Red Sashes gather from that? Like what?
You can delete that clock now.
Okay. Okay, I'll do that. I'll send a letter to him at the academy.
I think it might be better coming from like Thaddeus, for the military background, and I'll put my number and rank.
Your number?
Yeah.
Oh, your military number, not your phone number.
No.
Here's my digits, bro.
Here's my digits, no.
So, what do you say in the letter?
So basically I say, if you're looking for any business opportunities, and the Blackwater Exchange has some openings. We're interested in what you could provide for us.
Yeah.
And then at the end, I'll sign up with, I hope working with the Red Sashes has proved profitable, basically.
Make a, it'll be a roll, whatever you want to do, like, whether you want to command it, roll it, sway it, how you want to roll it, but to see how well you write your words.
So it'll be a command. I think it's going to be in a very militaristic and sort of like to the point, a letter, and that's the way I'm trying to present it really to him.
Okay.
So yeah, one dice.
And you could assist
Oh,
here if
right,
you
yeah.
wish to do so, because you help him write it.
Yeah, I will do. I'll let you write it. I'll
Okay.
put in phrases like.
There'll be no stress on that. I mean, you know that's right.
I'll give it to Merrick to proofread.
You
I was like,
No, start again.
Nope. Wrong.
If you have
How's it going?
ambition.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Set up, yeah. Set up. I'll get a devil's bargain here.
Oh god.
My Lara finds a letter.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. What if she finds the letter? She know. I guess
She'll be
he
pissed
might.
off.
He might be. Yeah, but she's only going to be pissed off with him.
Would you like to take it or not?
Nah.
Okay. Oh, sugar.
Because she'll find it no matter what. So it's not good though.
So you're not taking it?
No. 4.
Okay. So you do. Okay. So you do it. So. Start clock for me. 4 ticks. Recruit Hilton. Tick 1.
We're in his ear, Merrick.
Tick 1 tick. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. I think that's all we want. I mean, I don't. This one says he's out of the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the last you hear with Seymour Proxy is that he recently joined the Deathline Scavengers. He basically, from what you can gather, he's kind of done a few odd jobs here and there.
Yeah.
He's been a bit of a bit of a mercenary. He left the city, he's come back, there's reports from the docks, so he's definitely done a bit of sailing. And that his latest one is that he's gone out of Deathline Scavengers out of the city currently.
Right.
So he's rowed out of them.
I mean, Thadeus has a mixed background with Deathland Scavengers anyway. It's kind of like a bit of a shaky ground. But if he's back in the city, he's not against talking to him. Like he's not as against it as Scotlandish, but he isn't quite trust them. He thinks they're different to normal people because they are different because they live out in the wastelands and somehow they survive.
Not quite.
But they don't.
No, so you got some points. The way Deathline Scavengers work is they're actually convicts from Ironhook.
Right.
So I'll just pull it for you now because they're led by a noble, someone who purposely goes out of her way to try and help people. So the Deathland Scavengers, you're not completely wrong, but just to give them possibly a better understanding of it.
Yeah.
So there we go. They're convicts from Ironhooks and desperate freelancers who roam the wasteland beyond the lightning barracks. They do go out there, but they come back as well. Their turf is a few precious holdfasts in the Deathlands. They're secured by ancient rites against spirits, so they actually have magical holdouts out there. They hunt on a few strange animals that live out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're known for having generators, they have lightning hooks, they have gas masks, tanks. Basically, they're like post-apocalyptic survivors out there. They're known to be able to handle possession really well. No one knows all outside the scavengers how they actually do it, but they're known to basically experience it and it's fine, or they basically go insane. I mean, it's kind of like only the strong survive.
Yeah.
Lady Thorn is a noble. She actually is the one who leads them. So her whole thing is trying to give people who've got nothing better a chance.
Right. Okay.
If you've got nothing that you come out of Ironhook, you've got nothing to go back to, you can join the Scavengers.
And there'll be a chance you might survive.
Yeah, basically, it's like either you make it or you don't. And if you
Right.
do, you've got a family and people who help and support you. Not everyone can take possession or handle it, or or handle the attune the ghost field the way they have to.
Yeah.
It's not for everyone, but the ones who do make a good living off it. And then some make money and retire. So he's got out of there.
Okay, cool. Well, one for the future.
So you've recruited.
So we've got a freaking drunk and a freak.
To put it bluntly, yeah. You've got a drunk and a freak.
I'm gonna
Matt Jane is gonna scare the shit out of
I'm
people.
gonna point at Katya's record again. Like,
Look,
are you sure?
I might be swayed to use her once or twice if we need electroplasm, but I'm not having her hanging around. Honestly, nothing but trouble can come from that. I know myself.
Fair enough.
How would that look to me down the pub with my military mates if I hired a Scov?
Very well.
Think about me for a minute, Merrick.
Then we'll do things your way.
Will we?
Yeah, Merrick's like, I've already started making contacts.
Yeah. It's gonna be so funny when we meet each other's person who we recruited. We're like, you said yes to this. So then
you
we're
actually do. You bring them back to Greasy Joe's, and you see that Victoria or Tombstone is perched on the table. Like she's not sitting on the chair, she's perched on the table, kind of like like kneeling down. Mad Jane's just sitting there, just kind of like just
polishing us up.
just swigging the rum, just
Oh,
like
right, okay.
just swaying it. And this is the foundation of your gang to come.
Yep. It's like the Suicide Squad.
So it's that's good. Yeah, man.
Cool.
Right.
So you've got two. You've got woman who was told she does see things and hears things that aren't there. An ex-military captain who's known for trying the jewels with a massive sword.
Yep.
You've made inroads to finding the Black Emporium and recruiting Hilton.
Yeah.
And you've got news that when, I'm guessing you say when Seymour Proxy comes back, you tell your contacts.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
let us know when he's back
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
city.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you've also got Katya, who you have left.
Catch you.
For now.
For now. I'm sure Merrick will.
I'm
I
gonna.
said he's not against working with her on a one-off basis, but he can't recruit her. It's something he can't do.
So guys, I think we'll leave it there for tonight.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to do before we go?
So
I just want to look at Merrick and shake my head. Look at Merrick. Look at Victoria and shake my head.
Like four of you sitting there, like you've got your other thugs, so
Does this count as a score then? We're gonna get.
Yeah,
paid for
you get
this.
your score, be XP your score, yeah. Because you can still get your money from.
I'm just gonna stare at the empty vault.
Yeah, like you get all the back door open, the safe's open with nothing inside it.
Yeah.
To the rat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the scale you counts as a score, it's lots of little bits, so it's a standard kind of score. You get your money from your drugs, your typical ongoings.
And someone attacked us.
Someone attacked us.
Left the
We
ghost.
need to take revenge.
Liz. Yeah. Well, we wanted muscle. We got that with Donna. She might be a bit Jane. She got a bit unhinged, and we wanted a way to make inroads into the ghost field and that sort of side of things. So we made that. Well, I think it's pretty successful. As long as you can keep them in order.
I think the fade out is Merrick looking in the vault, just weeping at the empty vault, and then just seeing the eight of you, you two, Mad Jane. I'm gonna call it that.
I'm really sorry.
Mad Jane and Tombstone, and then the other hangers on of your gang now, just sitting there looking over a map of the city, talking for the first time properly. And just looking at this absolute, eclectic mix of people, this menagerie of strange folk.
And then Margaret comes in and says, "Does anyone want to be tea?"
Yeah. Margaret did tell.
Excellent.
So did Romina. Romina's seen what was happening, basically got out of there.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, Margaret basically went, "Oh, I just ducked out the area, it's fine, I've seen these things happen before, gangs will be gangs."
I was down with the shops.
Yeah.
Cool.
And Romina got out of the way. And Drav did die.
Yeah.
So guys.
Press F to pay respects.
What's that from?
Call
Call of Duty, that's it. So, yeah guys. Well done. You rolled fucking dog shit. Probably the worst I've seen you roll in any game.
That was
ever.
awful. That was just
I don't know.
awful. I got sixes now.
You got acid.
Oh, still wasn't very good. That was 8.6.
I don't know. We sort of did
I think
we made a lot of rolls though.
I critted.
Yeah.
I didn't help.
Twice.
We made. I mean, I crit as well.
I can't believe I critted for the vultures. Their attack got a crit on 2 dice.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It went exactly how they planned. No, it went better than they
Better
planned.
than
The great effect. They
yeah.
lost no one. They burned your place down. They killed a load of your clientele. Killed one of your guys. Burned a carriage.
Yeah. I left a ghost in the house.
And a little fuck you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get back. I'll send Mad Jane at him.
This is priority 1 now. Fuck the vultures.
Yeah.
DEFCON 20. Also,
and you have to. Well, you get to do 2 entanglement rolls at the end of.
oh yeah, I got 2 entanglements as well.
Oh, God.
Next week.
Yeah. as part of the Devil's Bargain.
Okay, cool.
So guys, thank you for sticking with us. Sorry again for the technical difficulties at the start, but thank you for sticking with us and bearing through it. We will not be live next Saturday, but we will be streaming. Unfortunately, Christmas time being what it is, for the next couple of weeks, I believe it's the 8th, the 15th, 22nd.
Yeah.
We won't actually be live. It's a real shame. We really enjoyed being live and talking to you guys. But we will still be streaming 7 PM here on Guild of Gaming TV. So we'll actually film it, pre-record it, film it, get it on there for you. We might
And
do it
at
live.
least one of us will be in the chat while it's streaming.
Yeah.
So
Do feel free to come and join us because we will be chatting to you, and that's part of the fun for us. I think is having massively having actual people there, live. That's why I like being live. So we will see you next week at 7 PM, the usual time. As always, if you want to hang around after the credits, we will be discussing tonight's episode and the absolute fuck up that it was for the Blackwater Exchange, but we will do an XP and generally just hanging out. And again, next episode is next Saturday, which will be the 8th.
Yep.
Yes.
Saturday the 8th, 7 PM. YouTube upload will be tomorrow.
tomorrow at 7, hopefully,
Part
if I've managed to edit it, because it's going to be a ball late because it all broke.
You heard it here first.
And we're gonna sound like demons.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm not 100% sure the technical difficulties were fixed, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
There's always one.
Either way,
There's always an episode.
There's always one. Nothing went well tonight at all. Full stop. Story-wise or stream-wise.
But we had fun.
But we had fun.
That was the main thing. We had fun. And I hope you did as well, as always. So guys, no other news currently. I mean, happy Christmas time of the year. It's 1st of December now, isn't it? Oh my god, it's 1st of December. Happy Christmas, guys. If you've been watching, happy Christmas.
We're gonna have like a Christmas special where we
we should.
infiltrate Santa's grotto.
Even if it's like non-canon, we absolutely should. There you go. Any other news for you guys? We might be doing a Christmas special.
Santa has been kidnapped, and we
I
are
kinda
elves
wanna do
who have
honey
to try and
heist.
get him.
I kind of want to do honey heist.
We'll see.
Or maybe reskin it to be like elf heist.
We'll figure something out.
We'll figure something out. Right, sounds good, guys. Well, as always, thank you for sticking with us, and thank you for joining us on tonight's episode of Blades in the Dark. We will see you next week, but until then, from the misty, murky streets of Doskvol, see you in the dusk. Have a nice evening, guys.
Bye bye.
You're staying with us.
And now the microphone's on.
Hello, and welcome back. We found out the mic wasn't on. Hello.
All episode long now.
Oh dear.
People watching us just seeing me do random hand gesticulation and just crying with laughter. Hello and welcome back to our post-credits hangout. So, XP's gonna be fun tonight, guys.
XP that's my favourite part of the game.
I think it might be quite a quiet one for
I think
people.
it is. I think it'll be a quiet
We'll
one.
see.
I don't know.
So, who wants to go first? The gang or one of you two?
We usually do one of us two.
Yeah.
I'll go first.
Cool.
Don't mind.
We did me last time, so.
Okay. Every time you roll a
Giggity.
desperate action, I think I only rolled one.
That's already done, yeah.
That's
That's
nothing to
action.
resolve.
I actually got this as well.
Yeah. You address the challenge with technical skill or mayhem. I actually did that
A lot.
quite a bit, like in the when our thing was getting
Yeah,
ransacked.
definitely. And also the rats
Sometimes
and
successful, sometimes unsuccessful.
Yeah,
but-
exactly.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I've tried to do
Yeah, I
it.
think too. They are like, I mean, the fact that you ran up and down 3 times to hit different levers.
I love to see the idea of Thadeus being in like a safe room or a bunker, and he's just like smashing weapons, and it's like a madhouse, like this thing's spraying out and shit like that. So okay, express beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Yeah, I mean, you kept saying how many times I'm not working with the scarf, and then you played the military card a lot. I think
Military.
2, you know, I honestly think 2.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, it was
And
always
you went
bound to
to
happen
the
because of this. It was always bound to happen because that's how we got the list, wasn't it, through the military? So it was obviously that was how I was going to leverage it, really. So, yeah. Struggled with issues for your vice or traumas during the session.
I think you got 1 from the way you racked your family with Hemlock. Like you.
Yeah, I mean, I went in and basically
you were like,
got aggressive straight away.
Mm.
Like, you know, it was a really big shock to have him in there, even if he's, you know, it was obviously he was trying to prove a point or show something, but I didn't like that he was in there.
Yeah.
Full stop. Yeah, I think that's fair. I
Big
haven't got any
5.
traumas, so yeah.
Big 5. Nice.
I'm
Pretty good.
gonna level up my playbook with 3,
Oh, nice.
and then put 2 in resolve. Because we did a lot of talking tonight.
Do you know which ability you're going to take?
Yeah, man.
I'll have a look.
Okay.
Merrick Daines, what have we got for you, sir?
Address challenge with deception or influence.
Yeah, I got 2 as well.
Yeah, so it was red taff stuff.
You disguised several
So
times.
were they?
Disguise backward,
I did
goes.
try and disguise and pass.
Oh yeah, you got the. Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, big 2, I think, straight away.
Cool. Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background.
Definitely a 1.
I did try and lean on the Aruvian stuff with
Yeah, you did.
sashes.
You did the slashes, meeting Abbas, you know, even using the name Merrick again, which is written a Ruvian name.
Yeah.
What else have you done?
Beliefs, drives, heritage, background.
Did much come out with Victoria? See, Merrick, I always see Merrick as so corporate.
Yeah.
And I do think the interaction with Tombstone, Victoria was like that, where it's like, you know, Thadeus went down the whole, look, Jane, you know, we've got a military route for you, you should come with us, we'll fight, you know, help you fight. Whereas, you know, you were like, it's a business, it's always a business, I want you to join the business.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's probably 1.
Well,
I'll take them for that. It doesn't feel like a 2.
No.
It's a bit. It's weird that you get more of a feeling than actually.
I
like,
agree, but yeah, that's what it is with the blades.
And then issues from your vice or traumas, nothing.
Nothing, no. Still
Didn't even need to de-stress.
Nope, still don't. Neither of us do.
No, I actually rolled a crit tonight as well.
Actually, you did the other stress, yeah. The gang.
Okay, so acquired product supply, execute clandestine covert sales and secure new territory. Didn't do any of that. So contend with challenges above your station.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, 1 there.
1 there. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. I'd say the way we it was quite professional the way we came to talk to the people. You know, we didn't really try and blackmail them or like. Well, I guess we couldn't really. I don't know. It's not really the route you go down if you do that. But I don't know. Maybe not.
But I do think. I think like. I honestly think we should change our reputation.
Yeah.
To ambitious or professional.
You can have both. You can develop a new one, which is ambitious.
'Cause I think we've gone for something very ambitious here. We've gone for like military discharges. We've gone for like pretty ambitiously bad people. I'd have thought.
It might be bad. They might be good. I
Or
think.
like not so bad, but like
Yeah.
I think you should have professional stroke ambitious. You can have 2 at one time, right?
You can gain new reputations. Yeah.
Does that mean you're getting new rep here? So I think now would be fair. I think it's been come several weeks, mentioned several times that you've been ambitious. You are ambitious,
yeah.
and people will start to see it. Wait, bad. We're waiting for it all night. I think now when this gets word around, like wow, they're hiring ex-military discharges. I think ambitious is fair.
Okay. I'll stick that on the sheet.
Professional, ambitious.
Do we get a
You get a XP for that.
XP for that? What am I saying? Ambitious.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
So rep for the first one. Wait, no, sorry, it's XP, isn't it? Sorry,
Yeah.
not rep. XP first one. XP for.
I almost wish there was a corporate rep.
Yeah. Professionals, that.
Express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew. There was some inner conflict, as there usually is. Essential nature, not so much.
I think it's a 1 personally.
Probably a 1. Yeah. Goals, yeah, again 1. I think.
The idea of getting what you want.
Yeah.
The way you've gone about getting what you want. 3 XP. Quick one tonight, guys. Quiet one, quick one.
Just.
That's what you're taking?
Just as a side note, you don't have to fill those. You tick 1 and you get 1, don't you?
No, you have to get all 3 to get that true.
You've got to get all 3? I thought you were limited to 3.
No, you have to get all 3.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Pretty sure it's all 3 because it's quite advanced. Like,
Oh, right,
you can
okay.
literally pick anything. Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Choose-
maybe.
Oh, yeah, sorry, choose. No, I think you're all right. I think you're right. I think
Oh,
it's
maybe.
actually you get a limit of 3. I think you're right. Because you tick the actual box and you get it.
I think I just had a flashback of someone talking about it on
Yeah, no, I
on
think
Reddit
you're
or
actually
something.
right. No, I do believe it's a max of 3.
I'll-
Because the thing with the whole the playbooks, right, is they're loosey-goosey, you know, like scoundrels overlap. So yeah, basically you can pick anything.
I'll look it up just in case.
I'm trying to find it.
It's really not well do some veteran advances, but John's done that on purpose, where they've made it so it's up to kind of the group to decide.
Yeah.
And it does literally say that, which I quite like, that you've made it vague, so that you can kind of choose how to develop the game that fits your style.
Yeah.
Because like veteran isn't even under V. There's nothing in the index for it.
No. It's probably
I think it was under like expanding the game. It's in the chapter, I believe. Strange Forces, changing the game 229. It's under there. Expanding the scope, crew upgrades, claims, tweaking what's there, making something new. They're back again. 2, 3, 4 mentions advanced abilities and permissions.
I don't even see the XP.
I'm pretty sure if you can pick one, you get up to 3. Character advancement, isn't it? It'll probably be.
It is really hard to find in this. Like,
Yeah, it's so well laid out, but there's just so much going on. One thing it does do really well, though, is it always refers back to other pages.
yeah.
Experience points?
48 is PC advancement.
It's not saying in there. Wow.
When you take an advantage of the playable track, you may choose an additional special ability. I'm pretty sure you choose whatever you want. Because the scoundrels in Doskvol,
Yeah.
you know, or operate, you know, you're all rogues, aren't you?
Yeah, 3 slots to take abilities.
You have to fill all 3?
No.
Oh, right.
No, if they've got a line connecting them like this, it means you use both of them. I think that's the general rule.
You get a 3 slot. Once all 3, you like that, you fill it up. That dot's done.
Yeah, the 3 dots are simply there to suggest that you can take it multiple times. There are no slots as such, so you can take more than 3 abilities from.
Oh, it's just there to say multiple times. That's cool.
Yeah, so you can take that 3 different times.
Cool.
I might have a look at some other abilities. If not,
Yeah.
I'll probably take Analyst, which is during downtime I get to 2 ticks to distribute them against any long-term project clocks, which involve investigation or learning a new formula or design plan.
Nice.
So investigation would be something like
The Emporium.
the Emporium, or even like Red Shaft, Stash, Blueprint. Oh, actually, any of those are probably.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, it's weird that it's not. Yeah, okay, so with our Hawkers one as well, we can take another one from another playbook.
Yeah.
We can do that twice.
It allows you to make your characters very, very unique to you guys.
Yeah.
And same with the gang, which I really like.
I might have a look at some other ones and then see.
Yeah. Sounds good.
That's good.
Right, Okay.
Oh man, yeah, the rolls today. It was funny.
That was
funny.
yeah.
I was like, even on 2 dice, I was expecting like low. I was like, yeah, low. It was good though. I enjoyed it.
Don't even want to talk about it. Sour point.
Cool.
Cool.
I just can't believe I created on the vouchers, man.
What else did you create on?
Can't remember. It wasn't that important, I don't think.
It was a fortune roll. It was like,
Oh, it was Victoria's fortune roll.
Yeah.
To see how she does what she does, basically. She got the full powers.
yeah. So she was like darting up everywhere. And
Yeah, that's why I went all around.
With my blood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she got your blood now.
Mm.
Oh, that's the point. After it's next week, we're going to sit in the stream officially, yeah, but she jumps it up here when she needs you.
She tries to.
Well, like, you'll see.
Or resist
Yeah. You wake up and it's just.
And she's like leering over you like, hey, what you doing?
Yeah.
Sleeping!
Yeah, it's like, what you doing? Yeah, I think that is so soon slow. What you doing?
I like her. As a player, I like her.
Cool.
As a character, I'm just like, this is probably a bad idea.
Everyone's got flaws. We've got flaws.
Yeah, we have several flaws. Like our ability to roll dice.
Sorry.
Her floor's definitely going to be reckless, soft, paranoid, vicious, obsessed, haunted.
Okay.
She got everything except cold.
Cool. She better be powerful.
Okay, whatever. Alright, we done for the week?
I'm done.
Thank you for sticking with us, guys. Always a pleasure. Have a lovely evening.
Bye bye.
Each week, you're like.
Never to learn or grow. Pillars of